down, his head's all over. It just goes all over. It'll be like...
It was like 3 months ago.
God knows where.
Yeah. 2 months, 3 months, 2 months?
Basically, we left the Lackey.
Yeah.
When last we left our heroes?
We're at Wizard of the Wines, I believe.
Yeah, we were. Actually. I've only just read that.
Strandsy travelled with us. Everyone thinks Eli's a bit shady.
No, mate.
Yeah.
But Strandsy disappeared in the morning when we woke up. But he left his sword.
Yeah.
Did he take anything from us?
No.
So
Nor do we know.
Strange stayed to fight the web zombies.
Oh.
Strahd sent them to make a big undead army because it's just like he can just turn everybody into worm zombies because that's the thing. Everybody went, yeah. We asked about Eli's history, and apparently he was born in Barovia.
Ooh,
Something
shit,
stinks
big
about that.
motherfucker.
But,
Shady fuck.
yeah, and it was attacked by a wolf mid conversation, and then they were all slain while we were all talking. There was a very brief round of conversation, and we killed all the wolves.
Yeah, I totally overkilled a wolf, didn't I?
He's got to
Testing out our new level.
Just destroy a wolf. And
Yeah,
then
you did.
conversation.
You did smite on something which had like 6 HP.
Strandsy knows Eli somehow.
Who's born in Barovia?
Yeah. We arrived at the Wizard of the Wines, we took residence in the barn. Bonsai tried to detect some magic,
Sexy, sexy
in case it was trapped by the druids, but no, they're all dead, we murdered them.
Whee!
My own.
Some magic auras within the room, people's weapons and amulets and things like that.
No one said I couldn't.
There's an
So nice.
aura
Pound
around
belly.
Eli too. So that probably seems like an important. That probably seems like an important note. There's an aura around Eli.
Odd.
Yes, I wrote on.
Oh, you did detect some shit, didn't you? That was that.
Yeah, he did a detect evil spell on it.
Emma took a watch. We said we discussed plans in the morning. I did bad dream, which I've still haven't done a question for, but yeah, we had a dream. Strandsy watched Eli sleep.
Bit weird. Glad he left.
Wants to know how Eli is here and who he is, the connection he feels. And then he had this awesome quote which I wrote down. We need to change. We need a chance to break the cycle or something. Yeah,
Break the wheel.
no, we need to change to break the cycle. There you go. And then he snuck off into the night and left his sword. Which was all shiny, yeah. Which is reforged divine blame.
Mine now got it there.
Holy Avenger.
Write that down.
Oh shit, is this you? Oh, cool.
So I have more weight to it.
Sweet.
So, you awake to a new Barovian morning. It has been a long couple of days, being chased from one battle to the next. But you're finally taking a rest and are preparing to take the fight to the end. Is there anything you would like to do?
Should we quiz Eli?
I assume we're all
Eli's looking over his new blade.
Yeah.
Just having a practice with it.
Swinging it around in the barn.
I'm out of the barn, out the front of the barn. I'm already up, mate. Down your eyes there. Just practicing, just doing a little sparring, just doing a little...
So obviously by this point we've realised Strandsy's not here.
I was going to say, do we
Oh shit, it looks like I killed you.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, but I was like, I'm going to go at you like that.
Well, you were on watch, Quentin.
What? I might have been watching.
He's got no eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were like some sort of zombie shit.
Yes.
You were on socket.
So
Just waving in front of Quentin's face.
that was interesting last night.
And how was Strandsy? That's a sword. What did you do
I
to
killed him with it.
You're going to fit in well.
He left in the night, quizzed me. Left his sword.
Did he say where he was going?
What did he
Didn't
quiz
see
you
it.
about?
Oh, that got what they did.
Acted like he knew me.
And does he know you?
No.
Is he lying?
Make an insight
I
check.
just wanted to roll. For a while. Probably not.
Would you roll?
Love it. Oh, you're inside check
13.
this shit.
13.
Roll a deception or persuasion.
Oh, new dice.
Oh shit, my stats.
Sorry, don't give me on. What?
Is it?
I've got a pencil.
Got a book.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
D&D Beyond.
What was your roll?
13.
14.
Oh, what?
Can't quite read them.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Why are you so good at deception?
Exactly.
So
He is.
He didn't,
No, he is. I like one.
so he didn't say anything then, he just left. And he left that with you.
I can't actually remember what he said.
I can't imagine anyone entrusting such a powerful weapon to somebody who
Who was just spouting about. Oh shit, what was my voice again?
Sean Connor.
Oh, Sean Connery. Spouting about. No, it sounds like Edgar.
I don't think he did.
Spouting about whatever. Shit, what's his voice?
Sure, I thought it was just your
I
voice.
think you had it
Deeper.
in the beginning.
I did, it was good and I've lost it now.
It's just.
It was your voice, as if your balls had said.
It's.
There we go.
Who was questioning me, acting like he knew me. It doesn't matter. What matters is I had his sword.
So it doesn't matter we've lost an ally.
He seemed troubled.
Aw.
Lots of very
Like
bright
imagine
eyes.
His attitude didn't instill me that he was a stalwart ally.
I agree.
Perhaps he's returned to Valaki.
I think he had a calling to protect that town, the town which took him in, and he so wronged.
What was the book we got into the church?
There was a book.
About 4 months ago.
Strahd.
The sword he left will prove.
The
Pray.
print out.
That was it.
We
We read that,
Yeah,
didn't
we
we?
read it. Yeah,
Sorry, it seems a long time ago. It was a hectic couple of days.
I think we need to decide what our next move is.
I know our next move.
How's that?
Go on then, genius.
I can't speak of it here.
Where can you speak of it?
It's not safe.
And where shall we go?
How is it not safe?
Perez.
Why Berez?
That's where
Say it's so
Oh, fuck off.
The standing stones.
He nods.
You could have just nodded.
No, he also said he not.
He nods.
He reversed himself in the third person.
I'm in between.
I've heard of this condition. We cannot describe it.
Right, I'm learning like that for the rest of the campaign. Eli nods.
I don't know what you're talking about, I lie.
I cast Find Steed and get on with my
Oh,
He
how
is-
long does that take to cast?
shit. Yeah, I'll
He
start
is
casting fucking.
Correct. Davian, is that correct? I think one of your family members did.
We cannot describe in the stones of Perez.
Do you think we're being watched right now?
Takes 10 minutes.
It is possible. I
I'll
don't know.
begin
I do not
casting
know
it.
much of scrying, but it's certainly something of scrying. Maybe
Time is of the essence.
we may have samples of our hair.
It's a sensible precaution. He did.
Flow.
Take a sample of your hair.
I believe that was mine.
Do you think he's been watching us all this time?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Then there's nothing we can say.
You're a French straw, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, chewing, I couldn't hear.
Is that in character?
Eli has walked away and is beginning to chant.
No, got it on
That's how I cast Find Steed.
So
Go
where are we?
10 minutes. 10 minutes of that.
Yeah.
How far away is Berez? How far away is
About
Berez?
half a day's ride, I think. Maybe we went to Perez from
Less
Mr. Wine
than-
previously.
Less than half a day, a few hours. It's not a long ride.
If you feel it
It's
is-
close.
Yeah.
Close
Now
enough.
it's time for a short ride.
If you feel it is the right thing, but we must lay some plans.
I'm
Time is short now. Strahd is really striking. Like we've seen it with Valaki, we've seen it with Krezk. He is really starting to push.
Maybe if he's listening to us right now, maybe we shouldn't talk about
Perez.
too much.
Yeah.
We'll speak in Burris.
Well, I think
I will speak in Vlaki.
I feel like perhaps
It's true.
Davian has
It
it.
matters not if he's watching us if we tell where we're going. He'll follow us up until we enter the perimeter of the circle. But at that point, his vision will vanish.
But he could impede our progress there, surely.
We will try.
You can try to.
Then we'll go to Valaki.
Thank you for your support, old man. I'm so glad we have you on our side.
Now, David, let's fly.
That is what you wish to do.
Yes, scout ahead.
Yeah, can do.
Yes.
Yeah, and saves me
Okay.
creeping around in the
We
leaves.
will
Yeah.
travel to Brisbane.
I'll go hybrid form.
With
Wait, is there a teleporter here? No.
with
No.
not that you know of, at least.
Yes, well, we know, but we know that. Yeah. Continue.
Just cast teleport, you probably got it.
It's like a second hand spell.
Have a perception from you, please.
Yes, all of us.
Just Valenquois,
20.
because he's scouting ahead to
Two.
20.
22.
22.
I'll say 75 for every roll.
Ridiculous a number.
Whatever number you were thinking, it's 5 more than that.
You,
Enough money to +5 to perception.
Davian and Valenquois with a car fly out the top window.
Shit never gets old.
And Quentin step out to see Eli performing the end of some ritual, and out of the forest, a giant stag appears.
It's an elk.
I always thought that gnome was flighty.
You make ride to Perez,
Mm-hmm.
and with Valenquois. Yeah.
Can they fit on the elk or are they walking?
Your
That's right off.
Your elk would probably slow me down.
Oh yeah,
That is true.
That's actually true.
You'll be dashing past
I'll the cleric, I'll the cleric.
And Quentin's got a giant golem.
Yeah.
Well,
He'll meet
I
us there.
command the golem.
Program it in for
Yeah.
him. Yeah, sat
Yeah,
there.
you can't, is he carrying you?
He knows
No.
the postcode.
Testing,
Testing.
testing. Perez.
Hey golem. Hey golem.
What would you like to do?
Go to Perez.
Turning on.
Did you mean purchase a fez? Okay.
Add into your shopping basket.
Yeah.
I found these fez shops near you.
Yeah, okay, that's going to be
Joke
an
of the
issue.
night,
isn't it?
everyone.
So,
Vol-
how far away are we
Magic.
then, would we say, if we were to ride on horseback?
Well, my speed is 50 feet on the elk, so pretty quick.
Oh, we are as fast as each other. I cannot read how many.
I just picture you Naruto running everywhere.
Pretty much.
That would be really tiring.
She's got
though.
spider climb, so she can like
I just
um,
run on vertical
run over-
surfaces.
run
run
tree
over the top
branches
of
and
trees.
I'd go.
Yeah.
I keep running up and trying to like leap and catch.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Valenquois just for a laugh.
Come here.
No, really. I'm full of joy. So let's say 75. I can't tell how many hit points I had.
All
So
I
look.
can see is the one underneath it. that's
Pretty sure
brilliant.
it's 205. That's
Sorted, mate.
I mean, if it's going to be quite
We
a,
look like 75. We breathe
quite
second.
a
That's
walk,
alright.
then
We'll go for 75.
I'm
Quick.
not going to walk.
You're going through the woods. Well, you could
Come on,
take
Mum.
a direct path with Valenquois scouting ahead, and
I'm on 70. Maybe that's right.
Yeah, I'll
3
probably say
hours?
Six the path.
2 hours.
Where is it?
Oh, sticking to the path,
Get more cock on the
probably 4 or 5.
Of walking.
You should stand.
Or is this flying or on elk back? Which?
Walking.
Walking.
Hmm.
That's a lot of walking. If we were to travel by
How much do you weigh?
horse or whatever, would it be
Horse.
considerably quicker?
It would.
Yeah?
A horse.
Yeah, me.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Can it be done? Does it make it a lot quicker?
It would half the time.
Time is of the essence, I suppose.
But is it worth burning the spell slot?
Is it worth me humiliating myself?
I'm not riding.
You're going to be an ass.
You're not gonna like no. Okay, in which case I'll walk. I'll
You can
walk with
jog.
my golem.
I'll carry
in
you.
my hands. And we're gonna
What's your
walk.
goal running speed?
No,
We'll just walk. We'll
Even I
walk.
have some limits. And I feel I know you too well to ride around in there.
So, with great haste, you all make your way
Wow.
to Perez. Volanquire definitely guides you away from another wolf pack. It seems like...
How do you use
It seems, from your bird's eye perspective, something is pushing the wildlife towards the perimeters of the road. It seems like there's less and less prey in old hunting grounds. Soon,
Climate change.
you make your way to the familiar sounds of the Lunar River as it engulfs the former village of Berez.
I should put them trees from work. You said, oh, I should go back to Perez.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah, that was yesterday.
Oh.
I land in the stone circle.
And
Oh, well, ticketing.
not long after, you are joined at first by Anna,
Hello.
travelling gracefully over the swamp, her feet barely touching the ground.
The goal.
It'll be a while yet, won't it?
Yeah,
You would be like, it was like Jurassic Park, with like all the water dripping.
Then Quentin's there.
There's a giant
And a big
girl
lunch.
with Quentin and a baby.
That's the best image of the campaign.
Walking two dogs.
Yeah.
Will you be quiet?
You will find yourself in the stone circle. Lucian and Valancourt just putting on some clothes.
I'm crying. I mean, thank time more.
So we
Me
believe
and
we
Quentin
will be,
arrived yet, were they there still?
we believe we'll be safe here then.
Oh, well, we I've told you on the... Oh.
No, we're all in the circle now.
Oh.
This is where you wanted us to be, Eli.
Yeah, we're here because of you.
You
brought
us.
Sold her.
Did I? So I thought, I didn't think we arrived yet. I thought we were like staggering the arrivals.
You've all arrived in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
stone
yeah.
circle now.
Is the, how big's the circle?
It's quite large.
Here's an
I just check. I just go around the perimeter and just check everything's in order.
Make. What are you checking for?
It's still active.
Okay, make.
You know what It's not been meddled with or dispelled.
Make an investigation check or an arcana check. Make any check you want which seems appropriate and tell me what it is.
Could I also have cast my eyes over to sort of the ruins of the village and see if I can see anything that might have changed since we were last here?
Yeah, perception.
That's a solid 10.
It's all mist.
Yeah, I thought so. Can I see the flag?
Insight check, was it? Is insight acceptable? Ooh, nat 20.
Oh, that's funny.
Nat 20 plus whatever. 6.
Almost nothing seems amiss since you were last here.
And when were you last here?
You.
I don't know. I think it's...
Yeah, you were last here with Babala Saga. When were you last here?
Since you were last here, you notice in this. Those of you in it, it's hard to miss.
Yes.
In the centre of the circle, there is a large pile of ash.
Is there anything in said pile of ash?
Yes, a few. No, actually. The ground where the ash is has been burnt away in black. And nothing remains but ash.
We're safe in this circle.
Are you sure?
Does it just look like a camp? Someone's had a campfire, or is it more?
Make
Very,
a
very
check.
positive.
Survival or
Also
investigation.
like to
Or
help
even
him with
nature
this.
would be
I'd
appropriate.
like to help him with this check.
So,
Perhaps Quentin, you
16
can double check.
investigation.
that the ring is active.
Investigation 19 investigation.
Okay.
the ring is
Can you
still
double
on.
check my ring?
You look.
Gentlemen, please. I'm a lady.
You look at the ground and you see the earth is cracked under intense heat. In parts, it's even turned to glass. An impressive feat for such a swampy and boggy earth. Whatever burned in this location burned with an intensity far beyond a typical flame.
What spell would require this?
That's outside my field of expertise.
Come to Eli.
Hmm.
Eli, you brought us to this location. Do you know anything about this?
It is safe to speak.
I'd like to know how you brought us to this location. How do you know?
We walked.
Speak for yourself.
Well,
You're not even speaking for yourself.
Yeah.
You rode.
I went here.
How did you know this place would be safe?
Been here before.
Well,
That ash pile.
that's you, is it?
Obviously not. It's still
Not
there.
me. That's where Irina was.
What?
And I drop my
You're playing Irina?
visage of Eli
What?
and reveal Van Richten.
Yes! Please say yes!
No, what? No, what? I'm going home.
I knew he was a shaky guy.
Just be a beer.
I also have a beer.
Must be a beer.
Eli
Oh, God.
holds his hand up to his face, and with a gesture, there's a ripple of energy to reveal a scarred, scarred visage of an old human.
You're alive, you old fuck. How did you survive?
I know.
That wasn't really done on accident, was it? Character's gone already.
Well, no, I still use it. It's still I need to use that. Anyway.
How?
I knew you were alive.
I brought Irina here. Disposed of her body.
What do you mean disposed of her?
Cremated.
So she was dead.
How?
Stored, I assume.
You didn't see him kill her? He wasn't the one who attacked you?
She was dead when I got to her.
I thought you were travelling
I think
together.
my memory's fuzzy, but
Wait a minute.
Wasn't she dead
Were
already?
you not transporting
You were
the corpse
transporting a corpse.
in the wagon,
Yeah.
and then we found your wagon all exploded?
Yeah. That was it.
yeah.
Yeah, she was definitely dead.
So what actually happened, you lying old man?
Alex
A
might tell me
voice in
that.
the back of your head
Yeah. Because I
reminds,
wasn't him at that point. You know.
reminds you that
It's very hard to play like two characters.
having trusting no one,
Very wise.
having told everyone you were going to Krezk, but secretly telling Eno you were going to the tower. You actually, on the way to the tower, you were very drunk. You sabotage your own wagon to make it look like an accident, and diverted to Perez where no one would see you as you disposed of the body.
Van Richten said.
This
This is the only place. This is the only place in Barovia, well, other than my tower, that's safe
Why would you?
from prying eyes.
Why would you burn her?
Well,
She was the one thing Strahd wanted,
No, it can't happen.
and now we can't have her.
Exactly.
yes, precisely.
Sounds good to me.
So now the one thing he wants is around
If
him.
that was me, I would burn the fucking world down.
Me or Strahd?
Strahd wouldn't have stopped until she was brought back as a vampire.
Exactly.
But Strahd
This
was
is a-
wait.
She would not have wanted that.
I'm not saying it was right, but
Anybody which completely isn't destroyed is still within his grip. He can bring you back
Too dangerous.
to kill you again.
And my Eli visage is, you know, you cannot know that I am alive. You cannot know that Irina is gone.
surely he must.
As far as he knows, I entered the circle with Irina. I left the circle without her. You know she's
So he knows
dead.
she's dead.
You cannot see her now. She's gone.
My understanding is that will she not eventually, her spirit will return.
Eventually.
So Strahd would just bide his time,
Sure,
sure.
we will find time.
Time is on his
So
side.
it's a setback for him.
It is on the side of undead, but
Probably would not make him as reckless as we could hope.
Hopefully you will not have that much time. This is our purpose now.
I suspect Strahd has grown impatient. I feel he thinks this was his last shot to have his twisted fantasy. And he's tired of waiting, and he doesn't want to wait again. This wasn't just about the resurgence of Tatiana or Irina or whatever you want to call her. The binds which hide Barovia from the rest of the world are weakening. Our experience in the Amber Temple tells us that this is not Strahd's doing. This is a failure on the architects of that place. He sees his opportunity now. He's a beast.
He wants to be free from the cage.
What is it you discovered in the Amber Temple? I lost you after you entered it.
This place is...
This is the only place I have not.
Nothing is quite as it seems. It's very confusing.
Oh yeah, have you seen his new face?
Yeah.
Just points to himself.
I have seen him.
Turns his back and just stands and looks outside the room.
I'll just lift my hat up so you can see my third eye.
I see.
Yes, a raven called the Crow Black.
Price has been paid. But what was the...
You may have noticed they are missing a member of our group.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Edgar.
Never forget about Edgar. I fear he's fallen into Strahd's grasp.
He's a very paranoid young man.
This is not good. Strahd likes his toys.
It was meant to be my toy.
Weird.
Shut up, Crow!
If he stands in our way, then he must be dealt with. Either, you know,
No.
And how do you intend to kill Strahd?
we must
Well, the prophecy that
collect.
two of our party received was clear. Was it not?
What was this prophecy you received?
True, we'd kill him in his crypt.
His crypt.
Was it not? I mean, I may be misquoting what was relayed to me, but we are not to fight him in the chapel of Ravenloft
So,
That's correct.
I see.
at daybreak, maybe?
It's these finer details which I feel we need to pin down.
That sounds like David, but I'm pretty sure Alex is saying that.
I mean, if I just
yeah, I was about to say, should have known 3 years ago.
if I just throw my mind back to what you told me,
Yes.
because I was not there.
I don't remember if it was told to them or not.
I don't think he was there.
I don't. He definitely wasn't there.
I was not there.
I don't think the players would have told them.
Probably.
Van Richten about the prophecy.
So there's apparently something that we could find in the catacombs of Ravenloft. Or
Yeah.
pardon me. So you were told.
The grave of the mad dog.
Yeah.
Yes,
Holy symbol.
Yeah.
indeed. In the place of holiness, that is where the enemy will fall. Then the castle with the western light. I don't know. I'm only recalling second-hand the knowledge that you imparted to me.
From the map we saw in the Amber Temple, that is the chapel.
There is a chapel.
There was something about a stubborn old raven. Don't know what that was.
I don't know that. That was before me.
The den of beasts, weapon of light. Well, I have my son's sword.
Yes, how'd that turn out for you?
You're an old man who spent half of his life with a fucking beat. Quit your sniping. Go sit on your eggs, old man. So the way that the fortress in a fortress with mountains of gold, apparently we would find knowledge there.
Knowledge is power. These artifacts.
I knew where that was.
You're a professor.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Don't you have a map of it? You know.
Yeah, we know
where it is.
That is
I don't know
this. One of the things we learned at the temple. is
Yes.
to get through.
So you know.
Well, we know the full layout of Ravenloft. We
Yeah,
copied it
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
You've got this from the Amber Temple.
We do.
This is great news.
Which is.
These artifacts you speak of,
We paid it.
they will help us in the battle to come.
But the catacombs. We've never been to the catacombs.
That is correct.
Hmm.
All that remains is the conference.
If that is the grave of the mad dog, we were told that was the catacombs.
Yeah. Is there a way to
The
get to the
catacombs of
catacombs? Like, was there
That is where we
I
need to
believe
go.
like an exit entrance
A
straight to
teleport?
there, or would we have to go through?
I think we could sneak in, if I recall the map.
Yeah, was there somewhere
There
where you
are
could an entry point
routes.
directly into the catacombs?
Any assets we can acquire before taking on Strahd is of utmost importance. We cannot underestimate him.
It depends how much time we believe we have.
There is always time.
I am always one for gathering information, but I
Information
thought
is-
we already had the book.
Yeah, we do.
If that was it.
The book?
Yeah,
Show me this book.
we've got it.
So you do not have the book. You don't.
No, we had the book.
Did we play it?
No, no, I'm just teasing.
I don't think we burnt it.
We definitely have the
The
book.
Tome of Strahd.
I don't think we trusted him.
Yes, we've not really talked about that since we got it.
I can't really remember what it said either.
Let me see it.
Did it talk about how he died? Was it that one?
Yes.
Do you
I mean,
like
yes.
the,
And this is one of your prophetic artifacts.
Basically, Strahd's diary.
would you like?
Ooh,
Would you like?
Speaking
to
of people's diaries, I found yours.
What?
That's yours, my friend.
I've been looking for this
Oh, yes.
everywhere.
Hey!
Sorry about your daughter
Good
of mine.
man. Yes, here we are. So that's said book. Or
This is the book.
passage from said book that you're interested in.
Right, so this is yeah. Okay. Can I do a check on the book and
It's
see if it's what they claim it is?
Sure. Whichever you like to make.
Where did the teleport down?
History or Arcana?
Sure.
Maybe history +5. What's that? An
That
outline?
would be a one.
That's not good. That's a 6. It appears to be at first glance, but
It doesn't tell you anything you don't already know.
But, so I do detect magic on the book. I don't know if I did that before.
What is my...
Yes.
Do I need to roll for it, or is it?
would be advantageous to detect magic.
Yeah, you would.
It was a ritual to detect magic.
Yes, but give me an Arcana check as well.
No, you look like a magic user.
7. Unless I don't know. I don't think I want to burn a luck point for that. I don't know. I can. I'll be. Well, you tell me.
Are you going to burn a luck or not?
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Fucking dice roll. Dice tower.
That's the one you bought me.
is it the same roll?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it in the bin. Shame.
The book itself is entirely mundane,
Yeah.
and there is the remnant of a spell that was recently cast upon it.
Ooh.
But you don't
No, I don't know what yet it is.
We also know something of the teleporters within Barovia.
If we wanted to, we could appear within his mix.
We know them.
I'm
It was
aware
all
of
in
the
riddle, but
teleportation
there's
circles.
one for a castle, one that we know takes us to Ravenloft's library, one that takes us to the Amber Temple library, another one that takes us to what we presume is
Perhaps we use your
Strahd's tomb.
your map of Ravenloft.
Pros and cons.
Yeah, we do. It's a strong diary. It's not a spell.
It may be safer to travel on foot.
What were the pros and cons for?
Pros and cons of teleportation, my friends.
Okay, so
We're going to
there's
Van Richten, do an Arcana check.
it's a weird thing with time that we can't figure out.
Oh, that's better.
That's better.
See, that's what I should really roll.
That's 20. Unnatural.
Very weird.
It's on the books though.
Yes.
We wouldn't give it up.
From what you
Everything.
saw, who touched it in Valaki?
What, the book?
It was one of you two.
We were given the book, weren't we? That was it.
I
No, it was
thought
on the floor. Oh, you weren't there.
No.
Oh, I thought you were there.
So it was
Oh,
us
wait.
two.
I thought I...
Yes, I was
Eli
there.
was there.
I was there, yeah.
Eli was there when we were in the church thing.
Yeah, but in the basement.
Ah, right.
And the search is the
No,
church.
someone who
Oh,
went
me,
down.
me,
no,
and
these-
Eli, were upstairs.
Yeah, these two went down.
It was, I believe I picked it up.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Good catch.
Save.
okay. What you know of when you were looking at the zombies as they were trying to penetrate the barrier surrounding the church was that it was as if a spell had suddenly been dispelled. The sanctuary had been dispelled. You would have required a certain set of magics to trigger a dispel for a certain circumstance, but it's possible.
Right, this is what I'm introducing to myself.
Also, did you tell them about
What's in the diary?
what Strahd said when he appeared after you touched the book?
So you touch the book.
Yes, we're going to say yes.
Okay.
I assume we would. Would we tell them?
Oh yeah, didn't you have this
We
on
definitely
the
tell
car?
Quentin, even though we don't trust the shifty bastard, but we'll tell him because he's been with us long enough. OG.
Well, you spoke Strahd, it was a visage of Strahd, wasn't it?
Yes, it was an image of Strahd in
And
there.
he said,
I'd say
"This what?
what did Strahd say?
He
What information is
About-
important information?
He said,
I've had a very stressful time, okay?
Alright, chaps.
he thanked you for finding his lost property and asked you to return it,
Okay.
and invited you to the wedding.
Oh.
So you touch the book,
We were invited to the wedding.
some sort of dispel magic happened, zombies attacked, and Strahd
What?
had already placed something there to greet you on finding
Oh
the
yeah, I
book.
did write that down. Sorry guys, I did write that down. Slow clapping. Invited to a wedding.
Right.
Slow clap.
So it sounds like
Thanks, Quentin.
So that's why we're getting safe travel.
it simply sounds like another one of Strahd's tracks.
I couldn't agree more.
The book is with
Bottom
us.
line is, he knows we're coming.
Oh
He's
yes.
invited us.
Strahd knows everything. It's best to assume that.
Do we want to keep the book or do we want to destroy it?
Do we play it by his rules or not?
Why do you suggest it's a trap?
Everything Strahd did
Can we
with
value in his book or should
either
we
a
go
trap or a
and
game.
sit in a circle? Wrap it up and
But he's invited us before and swore us that no, he would not harm us.
Lies.
I mean, I should attack him first.
You cannot trust.
just
the
don't
world.
goad him this time.
Everything he sets out to do is to torment and play
A wedding. Where are weddings held, friends?
Ah, very
in
nice.
chapels.
Facing the westerly sun or something daft.
So we attended an attack at the wedding.
Yeah.
He would be surrounded, but surely he would be surrounded by
Minions.
all of his thralls.
No matter what we do, he knows we're
That
coming.
Weird
He is
fucking
prepared.
Oh yeah.
All we can do is make sure we're as prepared as we can be.
traitor.
I do have
Great.
a potato
Yeah.
feast if we would like.
That
But I've
would
been
be
sitting on for
useful.
some time.
What if Edgar is there?
He'll be able to attack us at range, but
And if he stands in our way, we'll
You need to stop talking like that.
we do not.
around me.
We are
we'll
not
do
going to
what's
kill
meant to
Edgar.
do.
You'll restrain him until
We
we
will
can get him.
restrain him and we will
We
make
can
him
bring him.
better.
If he was one of you before, maybe you could turn him back. I don't know. Strahd charms.
Edgar is not to be killed.
I will not hesitate.
Even
Are you entirely sure he has been briefed on that in regards to us?
I'm pretty sure the opposite is true.
I can
But
incapacitate.
that does not mean we need to kill him if we can avoid it.
So, okay, can we make a list then? So, we're on
Listen
the same
on, don't
page
kill Edgar.
of who is and isn't okay to kill. Edgar? No.
No.
Milivoj?
Yes. We kill that creepy
Sorry.
son of a cunt if we get the chance.
Anyone who
Father
stands
in
to
force.
Strahd
He's not father, he's mayor, isn't he?
must be incapacitated or destroyed before we get to him.
Edgar may have to be dealt with. I will do so.
Dealt with, I'm
You
happy
sure, Anna?
with.
If the time came, would you be able to do that?
Strahd is above fighting. He will send his minions first.
Where
We
is
must
that?
dispatch those before we can take him on. But we cannot take him on unless we have everything in our power.
Agreed.
Information, these
Like
holy
magic
relics you
notes.
speak of,
I feel
prophecies.
the
Prophecies are
final,
very important in this land.
I feel the only prophecy that we have not investigated
This
is
mad dog place you talk of in the
the
river.
grave, which is located within
The symbol of
Ravenloft
good.
itself.
Perhaps we can try and sneak in that way.
Oh, and
find
there's
this
also a big
artifact.
bizarre heart thing we wanted to look at.
Yes, in a tower.
A heart in a
That
tower.
was pretty shifty.
Do I know anything about that? Does that ring a bell?
There's a very big heart on the map.
Make a check.
I like this new choose your own adventure check thing. I'll do
I've
history.
been doing it a while, but
Do history.
Oh, that's good.
18, so that is 23. History.
23.
Lay it on me.
Am I boiling the cat?
Yep.
Wait.
You know, baby. Well, I don't know.
Do we want to sneak
We
in,
thought
or
we'd do
do we want to go in as though we're
sneaking.
attending the wedding?
So,
Either way, he knows which one we're getting. He probably, whichever way we do. If we sneak in, I think we're definitely going to be attacked. If we're walking, we might not be attacked straight away,
I
but
have to agree with it, but if we can see that we're coming along
Yeah.
willingly and without being deceived.
This heart you speak of, I know not specifically of what this could be, but I do know of things, artifacts, items, I don't know, that could perhaps aid in the strength of Strahd, make him appear stronger than he is.
Stronger than he is.
Something that perhaps, I don't
We
know.
are going to be walking straight into this creature's home.
This,
I think
this heart you could speak of could be maybe his armor.
in which case it would be good to get rid of it.
Yes.
We need to set ourselves up.
This is interesting. The fact that it is a heart. The heart of Strahd, perhaps. It is in the depth of Ravenloft.
I think there's one thing you can be certain. This book
Our plans.
is right. Strahd laid it there for us to find.
The best thing we should do is destroy it. It could be tracking, it could be
Could not agree
spelled.
more.
I don't know.
I didn't even think of that.
Do we
It's not
destroy it,
safe.
or do we just bury it in the
We
in the
destroy it
circle?
here. Burn it.
I'll pass it over to you.
I'm spotting a thing.
Yeah,
Are we
yeah,
sure?
yeah, but
Yeah,
Is there any more knowledge that we can gain from this book before we go?
yeah. Shall we? Do you want to have a?
Anything in that book would be is nothing I do not already know.
Let's see.
You want to roll?
And anything in that book Strahd is already aware of.
You could take the time to write it out, to copy it.
Well, we could give it to the scholar. We've got several years.
But I deem that a waste of time.
Contents
the
of the
Tome of Strahd, or the fake Tome of Strahd.
Strahd placed this in the bottom of that church, or Edgar did.
Either way, Edgar placing it or Strahd placing it is Strahd placing it.
Either way, he meant us to find it.
You remind me of him.
Do I?
Yes, the,
Human, male, you look alike.
either this was just a chap,
Mm.
or it is scrying on us, an item which he can scry on us,
Yes.
or this was just a bluff to prevent us finding the true secret of his power, which is still in where it was prophesized, the
Where was
fortress within a fortress. So
We
How
believe that to
thick a
be.
tome is this? How long
We
would it
believe
take
that
us
to be
copy it?
Ravenloft as well. Then I would say it is
an
the.
hour.
Oh, is that it? Oh, okay. It's going to take an hour.
It's a fragment. It's only 2 pages.
Oh,
The
okay.
fortress in the
Yeah,
fortress,
copy it.
we know where that is. That is the
There
treasure.
are then
It has to be.
3 objectives that
You
you'll
know this for
discuss.
certain.
You have to write
We
it
have to
down.
scout the land. Yes, on the subject of books, my friends.
Ooh, is that it?
I feel
Sick. Give it
There is a
It's
weevil.
a weevil.
Spoilers.
It won't be able to cling to everything.
The
It's a
heart
weevil.
at the very
Bastard.
peak of the Tower of Ravenloft.
I've been there.
Yes, we saw that on the map.
It
This
would
is
be
the hardest
relatively easy for those of us who can fly to and walk up walls to scale and work our way from the
I'm
top.
very comfortable doing that.
I was
Do we want to
thinking,
split
what
apart
those,
it?
what those of us that can get in and destroy it,
What,
be
game?
able to get in and destroy it.
I'm certainly happy to give it a go.
Conversely, this here, as we discovered on the
Yes,
schematics, that is the only external entrance to the crypts. It would require either scaling. I've gone a bit Spanish.
You got a bit what?
Okay.
Yeah?
It would require scaling
Siesta.
You sound like a drow.
either 1,000.
You stuck now, aren't you?
I'll fly.
Oh, drow, that's it.
This is 1,000 feet from the ground.
That is big.
One can scale from above or below or fly, but it may not be as simple as. All our routes of ingress may be defended by both magical and undead means.
Strahd knows every entrance and exit.
Then there's the main gate. We can walk
split the party.
as we did before.
There is
Tell
strength
us-
in numbers, my friend.
Tell him that we were invited.
I concur.
He would probably let us free entry into the castle if
I'm
we
sure
were
he
invited.
would
where he was
It's
wanted
part
to
of
be.
his game.
I'm sure he would take us all the way to the chapel, but he would not lead us to where we want to go in the castle.
Exactly. This heart you speak of, if that is of importance and could hurt him, then that
There's a
will
heart,
be heavy
the
guarded.
catacombs, and the treasury. Correct?
And then the fourth goal,
Kill Strahd.
he will be in the chapel. The treasury
His
is
fortress in a fortress. How far is that from his library?
extremely close.
Main goals then.
The same floor. In fact, the secret passage to it.
You know a lot about this, Davian.
Edgar told us in the
You
Amber
could.
Temple.
Yeah,
We've seen the schematics. I'm just relaying what you already know, but more concisely.
Thank you.
There is less rambling when David does it.
Yes. Thank you, DMA Davian.
The Amavian.
That is the.
So there is
that is where Edgar said he was led when Strahd treated him.
Is there not?
This is the study.
Is there not something, some word of power we need to open the treasury?
Edgar said that there was a. What do you call it? A metal
A
thing.
lever.
Oh, a sconce.
A sconce.
A sconce. You have
Next
many
to the
sconces.
fire.
I think it was a
Oh no, wait, his dad was a nonce.
it was a.
Uh,
You don't know my dad.
no, I don't. I'm sorry to tell you.
It was. I think it was like a coal poker or something that it pulled, and then it opened up the
One of
fireplace.
them.
Oh, you were
Something
there.
like
Down,
that.
down an alleyway, and
This
then
is only second hand from Edgar, and he
Yeah.
wasn't very articulate.
he just said, "I've been there." And that was about
I
it.
just love you all looking around the map and going, been there.
Oh,
That's,
Oh, yes.
that's the fortress within a fortress.
I've been over this. You never
So-
ask.
You keep acting like you already knew what it was.
You just ostracised. You don't ask. You just say betrayer over and over again.
So, to summarise then, there are 4 objectives. The heart in the tower. If you can fly run up a wall, you're there, basically. Although there may be some issues.
Ideally, we want in and out.
Or
In-
teleport.
in,
Or
destroy, and out.
teleport, or I'm sure between us we can all
Get there.
get through any one of these entrances.
There are also...
Sorry.
there is also the catacombs which we would enter via the cave to find this symbol of good, but we know there may be issues in the catacombs. So also the treasury,
Anyhow,
which
yeah.
is in the we could get to from the study, and there's a teleport directly to the study.
Interesting.
And then the invite of Strahd into the chapel. I suggest 3 precision strikes.
At the same time.
I mean, I love this.
Yeah.
No.
3
No.
This is
precision,
the session Alex has been waiting for months and months and months.
3
It's actually
precision strikes, where we hit the heart, the catacombs, and the treasury. Not necessarily simultaneously. We could do them.
Definitely not
We
simultaneously.
could do them sequentially if needs be.
Start with the heart.
But if they are done simultaneously,
And we open ourselves up for a terrible defeat.
Have we split Strahd's forces?
and Strahd would only know he had lost one when all 3 are gone. I'm really excited about this
You can only
simultaneous
watch.
idea.
You cannot watch us all together.
No, not necessarily.
Very
I don't think you've ever given us such an obvious warning not to do something before.
I can't tell if he's excited about that or the fact that we're actually doing something.
TPK, I think. That's what
I mean,
I'm excited about.
You're planning, this is great.
If
Yeah, that's
If
what I
we
think
had
we're excited
actually
about.
What if we had 2 parties, 2 teams, you could say, one of which hits the tower to take the heart out as quickly as possible, while at the same time, those of us that can't fly or run up walls head to the treasury.
To the teleport.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you know about this treasury?
I have to suggest that I maybe take some time.
To do what?
For fuck's sake.
You've got to read.
You said we need as much strength as we can.
Yeah.
get.
No, this is true.
I
We
agree.
can plan, we can spend a few days.
If there is something you can do that will help us defeat Strahd, it is paramount
Then-
to do
The
it.
longer we wait, the stronger he gets, though.
We could enter the castle.
I mean, he's already pretty fucking strong.
Yes.
I can't see 2 days making too much of a
Yes.
difference.
Plus, if we attain this holy relic, my voice company,
No, that was good.
then
That was good.
what are
Those
we
that were in
rushing?
the basement, was there a timescale on this wedding?
No.
Was it something to do with the moon?
Strahd will wait. It is his game. He wants us to play in it. He will
I
wait
don't
for his
know.
points to arrive.
He may have mentioned it, but I have not got it in my head at the moment.
Strahd has time. The undead has time.
My only thought is I'm least mobile of everyone here.
And how quiet are your golems and pack of dogs?
Well, they will keep me company wherever I am.
Perhaps
Are they quiet?
No.
perhaps they're a worthy sacrifice as a distraction.
2 ravens can go anywhere in the castle pretty much undetected. A giant golem and 2 hellhounds, less so.
It is very true.
Polymorph is always an option.
But
Golem would be a very good drop in.
From reading over his...
I mean, you could polymorph, surely. Polymorph the golem.
You cannot.
Can you not?
No.
No, that's unfortunate.
Perhaps the golem could knock on the front door while we enter through
But
the back.
you may be right
And the
in
top.
saying that. I would hate to say it, and I just stroke my hellhounds who are being very, very hungry right now. Perhaps there would be a distraction of sorts.
I agree with that.
I don't like the idea of diverting our resources onto distractions before the final
No,
fight.
I agree.
No, not
If we can do each of these successfully,
If we take his heart, we take his relic, his weakness,
That is true.
use it,
Strike that first.
1,000 feet, you say?
weaken him.
Strike that first. He is weakened.
Correct.
If that is what it
Strike
is,
anywhere else.
I
is
am
it
speculating.
strike.
It's got to be the heart first.
I could get to the catacombs in 10 seconds.
Then that is what you must do.
From the base of the castle.
Perhaps myself and you, Anna.
but catacombs
Fine.
are the area least explored.
This is true.
Were they on the
Yeah, at
schematics
least
and
if
therefore
if we
we
have
at
the
least
least
know
amount of
where we're
information, then
If
they
not,
are
then
the
There
most
has been
dangerous.
a lot been.
done to it since then? Yeah.
The catacombs are where you put dead things.
Dead things aren't very dead.
Not
in
very.
Barovia.
Dead
Strahd's
things.
resting place.
Dead things I enjoy killing. I mean, get out my head, Avenger. Dead things will not be a problem for me.
2 teams or 3 teams?
2. The least splitting the better.
I
In fact,
believe
I would say 1.
two
I would say we
teams.
strike the heart.
Proposal then.
2 teams and meet at the treasury or meet in the study.
I really
Central.
don't like splitting.
Yeah.
It can be done.
Proposal.
Yeah.
2 teams. 1 goes after each artifact.
You propose that we leave the heart.
You meet at the heart.
I like this plan. Every artifact we acquire makes
So
us slightly
We
stronger.
intend to
We
enter
take-
one catacombs, yes?
We find these
I will
2.
go to the catacombs.
We find these
Do you
2.
know
You'd have to
the
teleport.
precise exits for each of the teleporters?
No.
What do you know?
I have this.
We
So
know.
we
we
have
have got
the
them.
mountain spire, which is the Selenk Pass, is the violet. Orange was a castle. That's
Castle
we know no
Peak.
more. Castle Peak.
Green is a
Castle
coffee.
Peak.
The Castle Peak.
Maybe that is the tower.
I believe.
And why was the master's tomb?
I believe
Yellow.
red was to the
The
study.
Master's Tomb.
Red was the
Red
study.
The
was-
catacombs.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a teleport circle straight there.
Yeah, basically. To both places.
2 teams.
Right, brilliant.
2 amulets.
What's the heart as well? No, to the treasury.
That is
Study.
right.
The castle peak would be the heart, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
Castle Peak is the heart. The Master's Tomb is the.
I agree
Yeah,
with
it's
the.
not too-
I agree with the chicken.
Right,
We should go
The
to.
library.
And then when that mission is done, we teleport to the Castle Peak, which is the heart.
Yes. The relics are.
And then for the wedding.
It's the wedding. Back to the front door.
What are the costs of the
No,
teleportation
he will,
you spoke of earlier?
No cost. Not for you.
We
Now,
can-
when
we
we
can use
do
them
the
freely.
heart, yeah, but when we
Like,
when we
yeah.
destroy the heart, won't you feel it?
Providing you have what?
Exactly. Which is why it must be our last thing.
Fair enough.
How do you use these teleportation circles?
They're activated with amulets, which Edna and I possess. However, these are the things that Strahd seeks.
These amulets, where are they from? The Amber Temple?
Indeed.
Is your fire?
This is.
What do we do when we've destroyed the heart? Do we wait and
This
then
is-
express our interest to the wedding?
If I
think by that point,
he knows our intent, I would say destroy it and crash the wedding.
Technically, it was only me and you that were invited.
Very true.
The wedding is a farce. The wedding is a game. The wedding is just
But it's all
a
about
place
show.
where he is
All
planning
about
to
show.
destroy it all.
I agree with Eli.
in terms of not bringing,
Rictavio!
in terms of not bringing.
Did you look at the base of my mini?
What have you done? Did you put?
He was there all along! Hidden in plain sight!
Rictavio!
Bastard!
Do you, with the fire you used to destroy whatever the lady's name's body was? Arena.
Oh,
I mean, that is classic Icon. Is it possible that can be used to destroy the ambulance?
But then how do we use the...
Well, we only need one ambulance teleport. Yeah, Strike gets both.
But if we're in 2 teams and both teams need to
That's
teleport,
fair,
then we
that's
need
Well,
both.
we don't need to
Green
teleport.
bottles.
We can fly anyway.
Which we're definitely not ripped off of Game of
Yeah,
Thrones.
All I know is we don't really want to be taking both amulets into Ravenloft because when he gets there, his curse will be spread along.
I mean, I'm just going to talk a little bit meta here. It also gives me +1 AC, so... Rest of the
The alternative to taking both amulets to Ravenloft would be to leave them unguarded.
Which is not really.
At least in 2 teams. If one team fails, he doesn't have both amulets.
This ambulance.
We split our risk. Sorry, Quentin, continue.
No.
I do not know what happened is Temple, but these amulets seem like the key to Strahd's victory, freedom.
I could.
These are of the utmost.
I
They
could
cannot
bury it
be.
within stone. Within this stone circle.
How do you use a teleport?
It could be.
How do you control the golem?
I could not.
It's a
It
sacrifice.
will become my golem! Do it!
I would be weaker.
Do you believe Strahd requires both amulets?
He does.
Right.
Does he?
I believe so. To,
Yeah, both of them were needed to
to
bring
shut down the containment.
Yes.
But that is all a matter of time. It is only stopping
Perhaps we
preventing the inevitable. When the
I-
containment fails,
Perhaps we
Fear
remember.
you are
we
misremembering.
remember incorrectly.
It required.
Oh, sorry, I bought Cal, did nothing.
It's alright.
Can you give me a glass of water, please?
coffee please, Andy.
There were 3 ways to shut down the quarantine field, as Yaya articulated.
Ah, bless him.
Yeah.
He was a floating spot.
This Temple I would like to visit.
With 2 amulets, you could override from anywhere within the temple. With only 1 amulet, you would have to do it within the reactor core itself. A death sentence for anyone
Live and die.
living. Or to remove the cause of the quarantine entirely, to defeat Strahd. He need not even go himself. He can compel any one of his minions. Someone else's life is nothing to him.
We cannot allow him to have the amulets.
It's what the Slahard was attempting to do. The Slahard cared not for its own life.
Do you have a black coffee, Steve?
No.
I do.
Please.
Oh, John.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks.
And Joe wants water.
Oh yeah, what do you want?
I'll make Joe's, I'm alright.
I'll open the tap. But the containment will fail eventually anyway, and therefore all we're doing is delaying the inevitable.
And if we do nothing, Strahd wins.
This is what I would say. We do the 2 teams. One of us teleports to the tombs, the other to the study. Then we both teleport to meet at the heart. Did we ever figure out the weird time stuff with the teleporters?
Yes.
This is my concern. You said-
Again, remember, yesterday we talked about this.
You said teleportation, there is no cost of travel. Yet you talk about this time.
It was the time we spent
Time?
in the temple itself.
Time
Yes,
within the
that's
Amber Temple travels at 1/10 of the rate as it does outside.
Sorry, I've only recently sober.
Does,
No kidding.
Does Van Richten know anything about this teleportation?
Through both in-game and out.
Pardon?
Does Van Richten know anything about this teleportation?
There is no
cost
there is
of
no
use?
cost.
Van Richten has no knowledge of the teleportation. This is all Amber Temple shit. This is well outside of his wheelhouse. In fact, this is the
So
one
strong.
thing he doesn't know more than the players. The Amber Temple, the deep lore behind Barovia.
I'll tell you what. Let's have a little feast. And then go.
Here a feast?
Now or in however many days he needs.
Oh yeah,
You
you
don't
did
know how
like
many
3
days.
days. Was it 3 days you needed? Could you be reading while we travelled to a teleportation circle we can use? For example, at Krezk? There's one at
Krezk is the nearest.
Wherever I go, I would need to be safe.
We can defend you on the way to Krezk, I would think.
Are you going to leave me there, or are you going to...
Or you can read here, I suppose.
perfectly happy to
Where
wait
we are
here.
right now,
Where
whatever
it's
we do right now cannot be traced, so
Do it here
we understand.
Let's do it here.
then. And I will just kick my heels and meditate. But yes, no, it makes sense.
Are there any other allies that we could approach? I feel like I'm throwing 40 down. And
How much food do you have?
Oh, we've got loads of rations.
No, you're asking me. No idea.
We've never worried about that.
Yeah, you've never stayed in a 10-foot diameter circle for what, 4 days straight?
Yeah, true.
If we haven't been using rations, we've got 10.
Oh, also, by the way, I've got sanctuary spell for that.
Oh, nice.
So,
Every long rest.
I'm intrigued. Strahd cannot watch you in another guise. Is that correct?
Or does he just not know who you are?
He just does not know my true identity. This is why I take the sword. Any information he has, he uses as a weapon.
If
He
any of
knows
us
Van
left,
Richten, but he does not know
if
you.
any of us left the circle to gather food, for example, then presumably
come on,
we would think,
no.
nah, sparkling. Oh.
As far as I'm aware in
presumably
Barovia,
we would be.
this circle and my tower is the only place
What's left of your tower.
protected. Sorry,
Presumably, if we leave the circle, he can scry us again, so he will know where we are, but he cannot see what we're doing within the circle.
no.
It's like walking into a locked, silent room.
What a pleasant way of putting it.
Begin reading, priest. I'm going to see if I can gather any hunting, any supplies.
When I leave this circle and we start our plan, I must take on Eli. They're set.
What, you've got bananas?
You must refer to me as Eli.
And the mango?
Yeah, yep. For dinner. Yes, sir. Leave one for his breakfast.
Fine.
I mean, I assumed it was yours.
Give him oats.
Yeah, we'll remember this.
No, you can have one. You can have
It's
the other.
alright,
No,
I'm
not
kidding.
actually.
So what, we've got 4 days, did you say?
However many days the priest needs.
Is it worth me trying to get some uprising?
How
Krezk
quickly can you read, priest?
We could leave the.
Take out the tome and then sort of. Well, it's not a tome, is it? It's an iPad, but take it.
I take it off his hand. This is shiny.
I can do this within 2 days.
We'll give him 4.
With his aptitude, I'll turn that
I
into years.
I would need no distractions. Absolutely nothing.
We are protected in here.
Perhaps
It's fine.
we
Use
leave the priest to concentrate on. Do I know anything about this? What are you trying to do? Look, like, I'm
Yeah,
trying to pretend that actually knows
You,
nothing.
you said we should acquire any skill and anything that might help against Strahd.
And what is it that
Within
you?
the temple, we discovered this.
The amber temple.
Have a look.
Can I have a look at the box? You want?
Take a hold. This stone tablet lights up with your touch, and 1,000 images flash across its screen. Descriptions of arcane and forbidden knowledge, warnings against trespassing into the unknown.
Interesting.
It's a tome of infinite knowledge and danger, a boon to one's wisdom, if studied appropriately.
Poundland. I just discovered Poundland.
I look at
Interesting.
They're
Clever.
very nice.
If you can make use of this, it could be very, very valuable. But
I
be
do
careful.
I do not wish to slow us down. Time is of the essence.
No, this is
It
crucial.
is, it is a time cost we are willing to pay.
Yeah,
Are there any allies nearby that we could?
that's what I was thinking of.
It seems. I would hate for you to sit with me for 2 days. There must be something.
the
I would
circle-
suggest one of us should always be with you.
Yeah, if not more. We're at great risk by being here for a long period of time. He knows we entered the circle, so our very presence here is quite risky.
They always assume that he is watching, but he may not be at this moment. He has a lot of.
I'm going to err on the side of caution and say everyone stay here and take it in
But
turns.
he is always watching.
And I don't know in 2 days.
I'm trying
whether
to get up and go on.
Did you hear from Esmeralda, by the way?
I would say we'll stay. You guys have to
Yeah,
run
I'm
out?
not fair on that because
No, the last you saw of her was the last player saw.
Oh, she's dead.
I haven't seen her since you did.
Unless he's married.
Okay, so
Staying.
Stop reading, priest.
she was an understudy of yours.
And it's a nat 20.
What a chance.
Esmeralda was an understudy of yours. Is that fair to say?
It's correct.
Do you have any belongings? Do you have anything that might belong to her?
A lock of her hair.
Do I have any of her belongings?
That's a great question.
There's no
Do you want your
Oh,
test to
yes, please.
I'll just be reading.
Oh man.
No, I can't.
They already know. Remember when they got rid of blue ones? Until they could find a seaweed to do the blue print.
They're the best. I bought them for Jess. She's not here. Oh.
No, I wouldn't matter either way because I don't mess with fucking tubes. So.
No.
Not to worry.
When you take on a new guise, you carry nothing which could betray your own identity.
Sensible.
No tokens of affection. No
Makes sense.
souvenirs.
Oh, sorry, I was reading
No.
So
No, I have nothing to do with her.
not to worry. It's not a problem. Okay, it probably wouldn't help anyway.
Whilst we're waiting, I think me and David should take it in turns to keep a watch in the air. Do large circles.
Are we happy this is what we are doing?
I'm agreed.
This plan is good.
We shall speed up the narrative
So
time.
Quentin goes,
Unless there is anything anyone wants to do while Quentin is reading. You've got this is your T minus time to prepare. Is there anything?
So we've got
We
to
could leave
scroll
Quentin
through
in
it
the
so we have
circle.
that when we set off. Is that the last thing we do before we
Well,
leave?
we'll get to Krezk and then we'll go to the airport. Would be my thinking. So,
Oh, yeah,
how long does the Feast of Heroes last?
An hour,
24
24 hours.
I also have it as a spell.
Oh, very nice.
We'll just sit in the middle
Same
of it
spell,
and
but
chow
it's
down.
preschool.
Hang on, I'm hungry. I also have my magic robes that I never bothered figuring out what they do.
Oh my god!
Yeah!
There's probably some really useful
With
things
the
on there, but I'm
patches.
also very nervous about them.
This is something I wanted you to do. Can you go over what equipment you've accumulated?
Ah,
Because I swear you've all got much more stuff you've forgotten about. Like I was watching back the video, Steve, you've got that poison ewer. I mean, wine ewer.
Yes, oh my god, I forgot about that. Did I pick that up?
Yeah, I gave it.
Yeah.
Your pipes as well.
I've got my pipes of hunting.
I've
I've got
Haunting.
my tree battle axe thing.
It's not pipes of honking.
Those pipes could be useful if you could attune.
You don't need to attune to the pipes.
I don't
I
know.
believe they have charges.
No, but you need to be proficient in a musical instrument.
I think I'm not proficient in a musical instrument.
Yes, you are.
Just one.
Yes.
The pipes. Yes, I have my magic
It's
robes.
the bagpipes of haunting.
Quint. Oh, you can't do anything else, can you? I have 4 holy
I haven't
water.
started reading just at this second. If you want me to,
I'm only thinking of making holy water.
Haven't we tried this before?
He can do. He
How much
refuses.
oil did you buy?
all the normal stuff actually. Like
It costs like 1,000.
9 oil
First
flasks,
class.
and I've got 4 holy water.
Yeah.
sweet. I forgot about that. Then I can do that at will
Yeah.
So,
permanently.
It's a
Oh, yeah.
permanent buff.
I forgot I've got an obsidian
So that's
scepter.
good to remember.
7,500 gold.
Yeah.
I was waltzing.
Huh?
I was waltzing to Ravenloft then.
I've got.
Yeah, you could
a
do that.
disguise kit.
Sweet. That's important. I might have to share that with the
That's a
party.
great point.
What?
Van Richten can make himself look like anyone or anything.
Nice.
Because he's got the hat of
Remember.
disguise.
Nice.
And that I can also go invisible. We're not reading that.
No. It's... Reread the sentence.
Ah, yeah. Apologies.
So I've got my magic robes. My
I missed
elf
one word.
only.
I made the same mistake when I first read it.
Interesting.
My elf only battle axe, which is good against trees.
We've got a tinderbox. We're gonna do that.
It hurts non-elves, but we established Valenqual while raging wouldn't take any damage. Can you wield a spear and an axe?
I don't see why not.
We determine if they're two-handed or one-handed.
It's
And
a
all-
battle axe.
It's not a battle axe.
Oh, we
Yeah, it's a hand
let him
axe.
use the
It's a single
halberd for
hand
ages.
Oh no, it's just battle axe weapon.
There's no such thing as oldish battle axes. No, it's a
Oh,
wood
I forgot
cut
about a
axe.
grappling hook.
Oh my god. Do you remember when you
Yeah.
took down Falcon or whatever his
Yeah.
name was?
That was fucking awesome.
Sneak on Mao.
No, who are this? Casimir.
I've got a flask of
Yeah, what happened to him? We don't know. He went
When did they
invisible.
get
That's Miss Oregon.
What's that?
I've got a flask of healing on here.
How far
A
away is the
healing
elf?
potion.
Yeah.
You got so much shit that could save us so much shit, and you just like, oh, I've got this. Oh, no.
This can't be right.
We also have potions of invulnerability,
What the fuck? Do we?
Edgar had one.
Edgar.
Oh, I had one of the.
but we have two.
So you have one.
Yeah, because I'd
No, well, originally we found 4.
Oh,
Quentin sampled the potion, it made him feel strong and tough. So if he only sampled it, I think I didn't drink it.
yes, that makes sense because I thought Edgar had both, but you had 4. Edgar took 2.
Ah, so we have
You
2 of
took
those.
2. Yes.
So we've got 2 potions of invulnerability.
I better write this down.
Oh, yeah. That might be a good idea.
I'll add that to my list.
Yeah, you put it on yours.
I'm gonna write. Are we doing it as a party thing? I'm gonna write a little. I've got a bit of paper here.
Oh, we'll go with that.
We need to,
So-
well,
so
we do
we've
that
got-
and then we can dish it out.
Yeah,
I've
so we've
got
got
We
2
know
potions.
Who's got what?
Yeah.
2 potions of what?
Invulnerability.
I'm also going to give all of you a couple of healing kits.
A piddle wick.
Because that allows you to bring
Would everybody
to-
like a severed head?
Do you have 4 of them? Do you have
I
one?
only have 3.
Oh, it seems a bit
So
unfair.
2 potions of
You got rid of a few of your old
Yeah.
ones
I've got 10 healing
Yeah,
kits.
I might leave them here.
10 healing kits.
So they allow you to stabilise someone
without a medicine.
without it. So we can split that between the party.
We're in the end game now.
That's when I got killed and rolled for Dragonborn Paladin. Because the next page was Enna is resurrected with a Krezk's arm.
Does anyone have any rubies?
Rubies.
I do have
He
gemstones,
will
so it
have
will be up to
some
the
rubies.
DM's discretion as to whether they're rubies or not.
I have nothing like that at all. From Richard is just.
What rubies do you need? Does it have a specific gold cost?
Yes.
What is
How
it?
much?
1,000 gold pieces.
No, mine
He doesn't have that much.
Yeah.
He
I have
may
a
have
gem-
a few on him.
I have a 500 gold. I have apparently 500 gold gemstones.
There's a lot of
How much do you
treasure.
need? 2,000.
1,500.
I need
So
1,000
3 of
gold
them.
pieces worth of pound rubies.
Oh, 2 of them then. Oh, hang on, we did this
Surely
before.
that would have been in the
No,
Amber
those are
Temple.
diamonds.
Oh,
that was diamonds.
I have my diamonds.
The diamonds are forever.
and we already know I can make a machine to just to turn to dust.
Sure, I'm interested to see where this goes. Yes,
That's
they're rubies.
Cross them up.
So you have.
So now I have 3. I'm giving you 2, which is 1,000 gold's worth of
Well,
ruby.
you
in
can
my hand.
prepare those while I'm reading.
Yes. Have you realised the cost of this
What's that?
to me? I mean, party gold.
Oh, also, if we get Argynvost bones from the mausoleum, or if we get
Some
Argynvost
cunt's got a
bones,
spell who can bring Argynvost back without bones.
yeah, I know. If we get the bones into,
You're all talking about Quentin, and he's just sat there looking out of the circle with his back to
Reading.
you all reading, pretending you can't
He'd be
hear.
alone.
He can bring back a silver fucking dragon.
if we get his bones back to Argynvost Holt, then the beacon will cleanse the land
Oh,
of
yeah.
darkness. His bones in the catacombs. I think that's probably a secondary objective, to be fair.
Which catacombs are they in?
Ravenloft.
Oh, okay, well, doing for there already. So what
Yeah, it's gonna take time out.
I
What
should.
will that do?
Has anybody tried it?
Nah, I picked
Quite
up so much
sidebar
slack.
for Quentin. Has anybody ever tried lifting dragon bones?
I mean, I'm pretty fucking strong.
That is true.
Yeah, but- so you're going to take the bones from the crypt to Argos. You could do that. It would fulfill the prophecy. It depends with teleportation.
Prophecies in this
Not
land
to
is
us.
everything.
Where's the closest teleport to Argynvost Holt? It'd be Krezk,
Yes,
wouldn't
How
it?
many Edgar on you?
I don't know.
I'm sure Edgar is probably seeing those bones.
Yeah, but he sees. He looks, but he doesn't see. So he could have seen them, but.
Whatever happened to
That's a big goal.
Since
Wait,
we're
wait, you destroyed him, didn't you?
No, he was self-repaired. Where did he
Oh,
go?
and then I think.
Oh, did he go with Edgar?
Who's that, sorry?
Piddlewick.
Piddle.
No, didn't I swap Piddlewick for the monkey?
Yeah.
Can I make...
So Blinsky had him because I swapped him for the monkey.
what happened to the monkey?
I think I put him in my bag and didn't feed him, and he just died. Because I put him in my bag and then
Well,
never spoke to him again. So I assume he
Eli
starved
did
to death.
that. Yeah.
Can I spend 2 days tinkering and making a child-sized breastplate? Finally! I should finally make my own
What would that
goddamn
give you
breastplate.
AC wise?
Another plus. Just
Say
one.
no.
So
It's
what
only
It's only one more. You don't need to know.
do we think of the
I'd go up to 18 AC if I did that.
If-
I have 2 days of
If
solidly working.
No, you need a blacksmith's forge.
You can do that. All I need to do is dig a hole in the ground to get the air in and put me coals in it.
Go and have a
then-
look in the village.
Yeah, job's good then.
The blacksmith in Vlaki. Well, what's left of Vlaki? There might be a dead blacksmith.
No, I don't think you can make a breastplate in 2 days.
I mean, I could try.
Building tools from sticks and stones.
I'm a tinkerer. A rather accomplished tinkerer.
I'm afraid I have to rule out of your favour on that.
Fine.
Go on, mate.
Yeah,
got
yeah,
skits?
yeah. Man.
I love skip.
God, I've had these in years. So you give them to Seth or these melt on his
I think
tongue?
they're sets, but never mind.
Children don't
Joe,
have their own
Joe
food.
skips?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Mmm.
Yeah, skip.
Yeah.
Children and parents do not have. There's no distinction between
No.
them.
Dad's always told me that. What's in the house is his.
Yeah. I used to love it when my mum and dad go shopping and buy loads of stuff. And then my dad wouldn't eat it, so I'd eat it.
That
And
gets
two
all
weeks,
off.
2 weeks later, where if those yogurts come on, I ate them, Dad. I was saving those. They went out of date 5 days ago. I wanted one now, and they've gone.
So true.
You've been shopping twice since.
Oh, Paul.
Oh, bless him. Nutter. Quentin is voted Baron of Balaki.
So,
Maybe we should go to win them.
Assassination of Lady Watcher was suggested and rejected.
Felt like the minutes of a meeting.
I think it was.
Yes, what of the troops in Krezk that remain?
What are we going to get them to do?
Would you like me to rally them? But yes, what would they do? Well,
They were quite thin ranked, but
Adrian?
what was the question?
Oh, okay, I thought you were
the troops in Krezk, who's left. It was quite a...
Not much.
I don't think they could really add much value other than being fodder, which is
Perhaps
not
it's time to
necessary.
call on the Mongol folk.
Did we try that and they said no?
Mongols?
Mongrel.
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 Mongrel, my dear boy.
What, Mongolian?
We just need to Mongolian throat singing. Yeah,
Oh, that's what that was.
Is
I
this
thought
not
that was
rap?
far more offensive.
No.
Right,
2 days.
I don't know, but I don't think there's much left in Krezk to rally.
The idea, the people of Krezk would better spend protecting the people of Krezk.
Yes. Couldn't agree more. We don't try and endanger them
The
anymore.
common folk are not.
If we are saving this land, it would be nice if there was someone left to save it for.
If those strange zombies make way
They are not
from
equipped.
Balaki towards
They have lots
Krezk,
of
then they will
sticks.
need to be defended.
I think
How
we're
far
ready.
away is Krezk at a brisk run?
Day's travel.
I ain't go back to Krezk after all
Not
this.
worth it.
Just move on. Fuck 'em.
I think we roll on 2 days. Yeah, I'm an Adrian. Can't think of
We have 2 days then to.
Can't think of where else there is.
There's still a vampire
While
in
I'm reading, you have
the
2
village
days
of
to do
Barovia.
what
We
you
do
need
that.
to do. So if there is
We'll
anything
protect
we
you.
can do. Well, I have a golem in hand as well, so
True.
don't necessarily.
I thought they would been reading for half a day.
Okay.
Chop chop.
Stop talking! Read! Read!
Since we're talking tactics, I thought I should mention this. So I can actually inspire you.
You say this now?
Yeah.
I've known you for a while, Raven.
So Andy, this is probably for your
Yes.
attention. Davian has the ability Inspire. While within sight of Strahd, this character grants inspiration to one player he or she can see. It's an action.
Fair enough, and it benefits, it just gives inspiration.
It gives inspiration. So it's a slightly stronger version
Yeah,
of
what she
the
normally-
help action.
Yeah, where she normally gives us he normally gives us a,
Yeah,
Advantage.
he can. It means he can do it as long as sight's within sight. He can just give inspiration to one person he can see.
only when he's in the presence of Strahd, did you say?
When he can see Strahd,
Yeah.
he can give inspiration to another player he can see.
We're not throwing bottles on the floor.
No food yet. No.
No.
It's never come up because Strahd's never faced you in person.
That's fine.
I think your friend has. Where were you then? Where were you then?
Cool. I'm happy to.
Where was David?
Speaking of allies,
Not near.
this Edgar, who I've met briefly,
He was a good man.
I've known him enough. Do you think you can sway him back to our side if you think he's gone?
I would like to think I could swing him back to my side.
He could be a valuable asset.
He may be as big an issue as Strahd. He touched the sarcophagi. Someone Strahd touched.
The sarcophagi, the Amber Temple, I know very little knowledge.
They give you a gift, but at a cost. So he touched the sarcophagi, which turned Strahd into what he is.
I see. The dark gift.
So he has. If he was to be killed in anger, that is what he would come back as. And oh my god, I want to fucking kill him half the time anyway.
To complete the dark gift, he must be killed by someone he loves, I believe.
I think it was just killed. You're suggesting that I shouldn't kill him? Because I'm fine with that.
Well, maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps he needs to kill you.
Can I make a history check? Do I know anything about the dark gift?
Sure. You know a bit about vampires, being the greatest vampire hunter in the world.
They are. I will know.
There you go.
13.
13. The origins of true vampires is somewhat etched in myth. Strahd is the first true vampire you've encountered. Up until then, it's just creatures which are been bitten and brought back by true vampires.
Right. Okay.
The book, The Tome of Strahd, which you have read, says that he killed someone he loved and was killed by someone who hates him.
Right.
One of those two things.
So I'll relay that to Anna then.
That's.
That certainly fits the mythology and romance you
Right.
are familiar with.
Okay.
Is this not the knowledge that... Sorry, Quentin's sort of listening in. We're still reading. Is this not sort of the knowledge that Edgold would be privy to if he touched what he touched within it?
He would have been aware of that, I assume.
Yeah.
So he knows what he must do.
Does anyone know anything about magic?
Going off that tone, it's
No one really.
killed someone he
Yeah,
loves and be killed by
You're
someone he
reading.
hated.
I can
I can detect magic.
I assume my patches on this fancy robe I use to cover my ample bosom is they relate to certain spells, but I don't for the life of me know what they are. So, for example, one of the patches is like a door of light. What could that be?
Would I know? I mean, this is probably more arcane than... But maybe I've heard things in my travels.
Make a check. Volunteer, you can as well. If you
Thank
like. You're Volunteer,
What
you
sort
have
of check
advantage.
would you like? Arcane?
Yeah.
Arcane check?
Fuck me, Adam.
16.
We do both. Was it Arcana, right?
Yeah.
Alex.
Yes.
19.
Before I even answer, Volunteer chimes in.
Yeah.
I've made one of those.
Looks like a door to you.
Yeah.
You're not familiar with any items such as this which make spells. There are spells such as dimension doors. It doesn't look like an incantation though.
I don't know what to do with this.
It looks like a door to you though.
Shall I just
Yeah.
pull one of these patches off and see what happens?
Go on.
I pull off the one with a bag of gold coins in it and throw it on the floor.
I catch it midair.
You catch a bag of gold coins.
Yes!
Those are my coins. No.
My hand.
I
Party
believe,
gold.
Party gold.
I wish to distribute them to the poor and needy of this world.
Yeah.
I believe.
I'm back with a green arm.
Let me check.
Isn't that the least harmful?
So do you know what spells you've got on that then?
No, I know what the patches look like.
Okay.
So I've got a bag of gold coins, a door of light, a wooden ladder, a horse in full gallop, a dog pit, a rowing boat, a scroll with with a picture of the moon, and 2 dogs fighting. Different patches.
Fair.
This is such a cool item.
I don't remember you ever getting that. Where did you get that?
I took it off of the
Arcana.
Yeah.
yeah, they're like
jackal thing.
humanoid jackal.
Oh, that freaky
Who's
thing.
pretending to be the
Oh,
old
yeah,
boy.
yeah. I'm sure you have. I assumed you had all the heads. Everyone we've ever met.
Oh, look at your head.
This is what we fought. Just play.
Yeah.
Oh, the fur's coming out.
Oh, gross.
I've got D&D Beyond. Why am I even bothering?
That's all I use now.
Paper is superior.
Got a bit of pepper.
What's
What else?
yours?
Item-wise, what else we got? So I've got 10 healing kits, 2 potions of invulnerability. What else?
My
Your patchwork thing.
my patchwork robe, my axe.
One. Joseph
Do you know anything about
and the technical.
Magic?
Uh,
Van Repton? Do you know anything about magic?
Be more specific.
Again, in passing, I'm still reading my tablet thing. I hand over a book out of my robes. It's a yellow spell book that I acquired.
Oh, I can give you one as well if you can read magic, because I've got the
Can I?
Burmaster's Sun book, spell
Can't
book.
really do much magic.
That bag had 100 gold coins in it.
Hey!
Oh, wow.
The
Nice.
party is richer.
Now we'll dive.
We will bury it here.
Okay.
Can I see what this yellow spellbook is then?
That could have
Figure
been
out
useful
what
in a
it
pinch.
is. Do you not know what it is?
It still can.
It's still
Still
down.
can.
I can't really
Yeah.
spellcast. I can use divine
Wait,
spells.
the yellow spell book was the one I sort of dissected already, wasn't it? Yes. But I still hand it over to him and see if he can.
You're testing
If
me
it
now.
means anything to him, if it's any use.
It's no use
I
to
no
you.
longer have any use for this.
It's interesting academically, but you can't cast any arcane
Yeah,
spells.
I can't use
Let's
this.
see. Disguise kit?
I've got those.
I do not need that.
Wait, have I? Have I? Possibly. Yes, I have one of those. I also have a forgery kit.
That's a bit more of a lovely way of items. Don't need a great deal.
Is it worth discussing our tactics for when we actually engage?
Yes,
Strahd?
this is true.
I would suggest you tank him.
Yes.
You tank him.
You need to attack, disengage.
I will attack him. Do the
Fighting
disengage.
Strahd one-on-one is not possible without removing all of his...
I'm concerned that we will not just be fighting Strahd.
Exactly.
Your sword.
But we can't get to Strahd without getting through his pawns first, and they must be destroyed.
I'm sure if we kill Strahd in the chapel,
Kill
we've not
Strahd.
actually killed Strahd. From what we heard about how to destroy a vampire.
No, we won't. It's sensitive to
He is a
Would,
true...
would we not have to follow him then to his tomb?
This is no
We
vampire
never actually from
spawn.
the schematic.
Death is just a minor inconvenience to him. So we must figure out how to actually kill him.
So we would have to then follow him to his true resting
And then
place.
stake him in there.
That is very... I've read books like that.
We see
And
no
this
revisions
tower,
on the
this
schematics,
tower
we know
hut
where it
could
is.
be something to do with it.
We definitely need to destroy that
It
heart.
definitely is helping him strengthen. So
We
we
can I
can
spend the time trying to guess what those patches are then, and then relay that to Anna.
I mean, I imagine the boat would conjure a boat. The pit may conjure a dark pit. Maybe the door is just a door whenever I
yeah,
want one.
self-explanatory.
The two dogs fighting, maybe I get two pet dogs. The dogs are cool.
We already got someone who's got that.
Throw it away, we don't need it.
I just
Oh shit.
There is.
No, throw it away.
Yeah, there's no check which will give you more of an insight
Then
into
what-
your
yeah.
player's guess.
Okay.
Okay.
yeah, I mean that is what I would say.
You feel the patches are pretty self-explanatory,
Mm.
looking at how this sack of gold turned into a sack of gold.
No, fair enough.
I think I will conjure a rowing boat to crush Strahd.
That could come in handy for a
Whether they need that as well.
Makeshift cover on the go.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's just a boat. Stealthy.
So,
Tactics.
I'm going to go off and see if I can find anything that we could eat and gather some wood for a fire. It's really fucking cold in this.
Sure. Do that.
Stuff check.
The castle will be there all the time.
That's
Discussing tactics. What can you bring
So-
to the table?
16.
In terms of,
We've seen it fight. But
I'm sure that speaks for itself. I can draw on divine power and
well, I think what we saw was in die, wasn't it?
destroy.
you draw on the divine.
Yes, I can smite him.
The Morning Lord.
What's the other one?
Mother Knight.
That's the one.
Let's see.
It's since arriving in Barovia, this is what I've become.
Wasn't what I cursed by her?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
And what level of caster would you say you were?
I don't know. Actually.
If you had to
What
guess.
spells might you know?
Is there any way you can remove this curse of Mother Night from me?
Oh, actually.
Oh yeah, you meditate during the day now.
When it's daytime, let me know and I'll meditate.
1 sec, because I probably can help you.
I hope so.
You can't remove the curse.
I can't remove, even though I've got the spell, I can't use.
No, I've had one person who removed a curse, but that was
Yeah.
alcoholism.
I've got to remove curse, but
Was it a curse or a blessing?
DM says it won't
made
work.
it made this place a lot more bearable than you tell you.
I'll double check, but I think
I'm trying to remember
Yes,
what I
touch
would
all
even
curses.
have
no,
to
because
do.
Van Richten tried to remove curse on you.
He said
Yeah.
it's not a curse.
What
It's not
spell
technically
do
a
you have
curse
access
of a
to?
magical origin.
It's
Because this would be interesting.
yeah.
It's not a magical
uh,
curse. It's something strange.
There's a difference between curses given to you by wizards and witches and curses bestowed upon you by the gods.
Yeah, I can see
I
that.
you're right. Well, I can buff as well, but then I'm a
Right.
good damage output.
Yeah.
You
But
should
then
be
so
you should
down.
be you should be buffing whilst in combat.
Yeah,
That would be my just a meta game. It's not.
yeah, we're metagaming now. It's not
No, this is the point of this session.
Whereas I'm going to be running in, hitting, running out. I can try and do things to Strahd, but I'm not sure how useful they'll be. I'm only DC 14.
I can help you, my
Where
friend.
did you, how do you know your spell your spell casting level thing?
8 plus what your DC for spell checks.
No, what Joe was asking about.
Oh, you cast
the
it.
casting
I
level.
don't know whether that's set. Is that
It's
set?
set,
So is it just
Depending on your level.
It's proficiency plus.
Is it? It's
your,
not changed for.
no, it is the same on all classes.
Right,
It's
right.
your proficiency plus your charisma bonus plus your plus 8.
Proficiency is
Adrian.
Vornco, are you?
16? Is that right?
That's
your
your charisma.
spell
Yeah.
casting
My
DC.
charisma modifier is
16.
+4.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds right. 4 plus 4 plus 8.
Yeah, 4 plus 8, yeah. So 16, Joe.
16. What?
But is my
DC.
spell level, my spell casting
What
level.
about so you are is it that question? Are you an 11th level paladin?
Yeah.
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 And
Yes,
he's
he's
got-
an
and
11th level
And he's got
paladin.
vanilla stuff from here. It's not like added Van Richten shit.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Just
Straight up, yeah. So you
He's
use
a vengeance paladin.
Vengeance Paladin, because I want to kill Scad.
Oh yeah, your divine things. You,
Oh yeah, I've got them divine shit, haven't I? Hold on. The
vow of enmity, which gives you
Channel Divinity, I've got Abjure Enemy, Divine Sense, Lay on Hand.
abjure enemy.
Vow of Enmity is as a bonus action you can choose a creature within 10 foot and gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute. So that'd be good for attacking Strahd.
Fucking
So for a
amazing
minute,
feat.
how many rounds of attacks? is
10.
that? 10 attacks of advantage on
No,
one
no, no,
person.
10 turns.
Sorry, 10. Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's like 20 attacks with advantage.
Shit.
And it lasts for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 HP or falls unconscious. That's dope. Can use that one today.
I can see why.
Yeah.
So who does that give
Well,
advantage
does
to?
it
You
actually-
or
does
your-
it?
or
You can choose a creature within 10 foot. So I can put it on myself or anyone else. And then we've got Defensive Duelist, Divine Smite, Improved Divine Smite. Oh, I'm on Improved Divine Smite now,
It's,
aren't
it's going to be an absolute nightmare trying to pin the right spells down. But
Right.
I? God, I'm so
Next time
strong.
you have one of these dreams, do you want to move a knife while the fuck I can't meditate anymore?
I don't see her. Sadly,
That's annoying.
I don't think. I might have seen her once, perhaps. It's usually this one.
Right, let's go then.
yeah, agree.
So we're going to get
Okay.
leave then.
To the pub.
Could do.
Got any more cigars left?
No, I don't think no.
I'll get shot.
Oh. Right. What's he gonna do?
I have the means of keeping you all alive, and I have the means of allowing you to hit harder
Thank Christ.
for longer.
Anna, please.
But you must keep
May.
me safe. I will be.
Well, I'll keep Strahd busy.
I would hate to ask somebody to be my bodyguard, but,
You already have 3.
but
Um,
chances are they will not.
Sorry, I just need to look something up. What do I-
You can
I
teleport.
think it's a
They
wisdom
can,
save.
but will they not be?
Can you teleport them in
Yeah,
and then tell them to wait?
3d8.
You can just leave them there and then.
So I do
they can come out.
4d8 against
Could
undead
perhaps keep
as a
the
basic
exit
divine
open.
smite.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is an option.
But you
And
don't
then
want
and then
them
plus my
in
sword.
Yeah, make
Does
a
whether we are going to take the
charisma
amulets
save.
with us? Do we
Yeah.
leave the amulets destroyed?
It's
4d8.
definitely a do or die strategy. We could end it if we didn't need to, and that would just be it. But not really
10.
all good.
Wait, I have to roll so many dice at once.
Okay. Working over the 2 days in such close proximity to Van Richten, you begin to feel strange. It's a sensation of you don't know if it's misplaced grief over losing Edgar
That does make me sad.
or something else, but you feel an immense trust and almost longing for Van Richten.
What? It's not moving so fast.
It confuses you.
Is it Van Richten?
Oh, it's fucking Edgar in disguise. For fuck's sake.
I mean, there's
We
not
haven't
much
checked.
else to do.
We haven't checked.
It's
It's fucking Edgar.
What?
Has he got a crossbow?
I'm confused by this.
these feelings don't control your actions,
Maybe I'm not
but you
Van
do
Richten.
feel them.
Take his little disguise hat off.
The 2 days.
Complete
Humans, man.
smirk,
You just,
Alex.
you've got to
Just
type
trying
and
to
it's
disguise
human men.
I've got to try. It's human for strange accents.
It's white human men. Yeah.
It's not a
Did you go scouting for food then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you find it?
yeah
Did you kill
Yeah.
any animals?
yeah.
A hare.
Can you feed
A
the
hare.
animals, please?
Do they need feeding?
Oh yeah.
No, I'll give them a couple of legs of hair each or something else, maybe.
They
Did
need
you get
to.
an eagle?
I want to starve one, make them hungry.
Sorry, I interrupted. Alex.
Am
It's
I
okay. Time to travel.
attracted to Van Richten?
You were extremely exhausted, Quentin, but you complete your book. And it wasn't some momentous breakthrough that you were expecting, but a series of plateaus where you began to comprehend
It's like seeing the Matrix.
the danger of knowledge on a fundamental level. You feel wiser for the experience. Your wisdom is now 22.
Sorry?
What?
22? I thought it was only going to 21. Sweet. Okay. Fair.
22,
What's
motherfucker.
22?
His wisdom level.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
He gets +6.
You still won't use it. But sweet.
Yeah, he won't really.
I'm very tired. Quentin's just slumps.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He's been up for 2 days solid.
Vigorously
With
wanking.
exceptions.
If you could see my eyes, they'd be like a pinprick.
This circle smells foul.
Yeah,
Right,
gross. He didn't leave it once then, he'd just been pissing and shit in the curve.
And
My apologies.
That's what it sounded like.
gee, the plan is to go to Krezk now. Are we all prepared?
Someone might want to cast a greater restoration on himself.
I shall.
Then yes.
I'll bring back up my disguise of Eli.
Presumably the rest of you are like long rested.
Yeah, we're fresh as a daisy.
Yeah, we were anyway.
It was
before we
nice. It was nice just to stop and kick back for a
We
couple of
must make
days.
sure when
We've been planning and we've been like drawing sticks in the dirt, like planning it all.
Did it get to the stage where we just got bored and started drawing willies?
Yeah, probably.
But we must make sure when
This
we
is one else.
So to go over our plan again before we leave the circle.
Oh,
the safety
definitely.
of the circle.
That is Eli, and he will always be Eli.
Correct.
Yes, because any information, extra, as far as Strahd is concerned,
Yes,
he's
yeah.
gone.
Information security. Anything discussed within this circle stays within this circle.
Woo, Vegas.
We
Yep.
don't
We don't talk of this.
talk of the plan. We all know the plan. We don't talk of it.
Can we write the plan down?
No.
No, we haven't got it.
It exists here and only here.
This is inside my
I
head.
feel like this is a moment we should make them.
Wait a minute. What are the teams?
Yeah.
Before we leave,
We've
what
not
are the
actually
teams?
gone over the teams and who's
What are
going
the
where.
teams?
We've not actually.
Yeah, just
Just for a moment.
So you immediately step out of the circle and go,
Oh shit!
wait,
Yeah.
can we go back in the circle?
Guys, wait.
Fear me, Strahd.
I think I left my phone.
I mean, I would.
So teams, I think.
I would suggest I'm going to the catacombs. Well, me and you have to be on different teams.
Yeah, you will.
Quentin.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So let me cast my spell. So I've got that.
You taking them with you then? These things.
I think
We need.
it's a greater restoration per level of
I
exhaustion.
believe it is.
How many levels of exhaustion?
Two.
I'm not sleeping for just 8 hours a day.
Yeah, I'd have to sleep to replenish those spell slots as well.
Why
which
don't you
is
just take 3 days?
You could have done one each day.
Yeah, he did that.
Oh yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, that's what he was doing.
In
Yeah.
fact, that would make more sense
yes,
than
we
staying
definitely
up
did that.
Yeah.
We definitely
48
did that.
I was
hours
about to
ago.
say, why don't you just rest in between?
That was a long stretch. Yeah, okay, so I'll knock that off. So I have one less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teams.
We're in the circle now, right?
Yeah, we've not left yet. So we've gone over all our strengths and weaknesses.
So one of us is going to teleport to the tombs. One of us is going to teleport to the study.
Mm-hmm.
I would suggest I might want to teleport to the tombs.
Okay. So we've got one heavy hitting, close combat-y person to the tombs.
Quentin is going to have to go on the other team.
Yes.
Quint, so that's right.
Oh my god, we can be like captains and we can pick teams.
So Enid down. Yeah.
Me and you are the tanks, so we need to. So it
So
doesn't really matter.
that's it. Yeah.
But I said,
He has a.
But I would
I would
say
suggest
more
one
to get
spellcaster
one
with each.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I would say he with you because we both have also the fancy. I forgot the name of the magic.
Message entry.
No, the thing.
The
The,
sword.
what my sword does. What my sword does. The damage it does.
Radiant.
Radiance. Yeah. So
Mine
you
does
the
that as well,
radiant
yeah.
also. So that's
I'm really good against undead. And so
No,
is
no,
yours.
but then you're splitting the amulets.
I've got to go with Quinton. And he
no.
knows to go
So
with that.
he. Yes. So you with Quentin.
Yeah.
Or you with. No, because he has the amulet. What are you on about? Why have you
What are you
confused
on
me?
about?
So he's got an amulet.
And you've got an
I've got
amulet.
an amulet.
So you two can't go together.
No, so he goes with him.
Do
And I
I?
go with you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Fine.
What are we on about?
So yeah. So
So I-
Yeah.
you categories, you
Did you
study.
not make a fake candidate while we were arrested?
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been a good
Why are you
idea,
so shit?
actually.
Why are you so bad at this?
Put some hang some dry
So-
powder on it.
So to the tombs is going to be Ella
Eli.
and Valancois, and to the study is going to be Quentin and Eli.
Interesting parents. Cool.
Oh, me and Joe's teams will never end well.
So, and where are we going? Where are we going? Yeah,
We're going to the
we went
study.
to Susan.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've had
this is
some
the old Battle of
battles.
Saga team.
Yes, it is. You're
Hang
going.
about, David. Who are
We're
you
going
going
to
with?
some young
Are you
hungry-
going-
I
Yeah.
don't know. Who should I go with? Does it make sense to have a raven with each party, or shall we group our strengths?
I feel that you guys are probably going to see less combat.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you may be more useful with us in the catacombs.
I agree. The catacombs present the greatest danger. I suspect.
Are you going to take your
I think he should.
obelisk?
I think he should, but then leave him so obviously because he's trying to be sneaky.
Obelisk.
Thingy?
Oh,
At least he gets them in the
So
castle.
Strahd walks into the study and goes, "Oh, I don't remember this."
He's just standing there.
He just
like,
said stop at normal.
just holding a
I am
camera.
not here. I am a doorframe.
Yeah.
Quentin, can you cast invisibility?
I cannot. I can turn
You can,
invisible
can't
very
I
quickly.
can,
but
yeah, I think
can't.
Eli can.
I've got a spell, yeah.
You can make the golem invisible.
It's just bad until you walk into him.
Just check.
Oh my goodness.
You can cast invisibility.
I'm just double checking, probably not.
I don't think you could.
I think he could as a
Yeah.
NPC.
When he was
Yeah.
fighting, he did.
that was Esmeralda.
Was it not both of them?
Oh yeah, Esmeralda.
Um,
No, I can't.
So, teams.
Yeah,
I like it. I'm
I
really
like it, I like
enthusiastic. It's Mission
I'm dying
Impossible.
inside.
You all go.
This is the
I'm
castle.
in. Dun, 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 dun. Objective 1 secure.
Yeah.
Actually,
Objective 2
that's
secure.
very-
Oh no, Strahd's been alerted to our presence.
Take that.
Do
Sending.
Yeah. Yeah. Sweet.
I should prepare that.
Yeah.
If one of us encounters any trouble,
Well, I mean, I'm with you, so you're talking to these
yeah,
two.
yeah.
Only
You have no means of communicating yours, but
Only if you communicate with me first, I can respond, can't I?
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Split the party. Never split the party, but we're doing it. It'll be
I
fine.
can't think of a time I sent it badly, except when I was thrown off a roof.
Yeah, I think you died.
Then that was also the time Quentin died. When Edgar died. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we probably won't make it this round, actually.
Actually, yeah, most of our deaths have been from gravity.
Yeah, so actually, surely the real enemy here is physics.
Yeah.
Well, those in the catacombs, we're very safe.
We are low down.
Very low.
We will be fine.
We intend to
Just 1,000
Yeah.
feet above the river.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense. The people going to the catacombs aren't burdened by gravity.
We're sneaky.
You got a quick escape.
We can sneak on the roof.
Just dive off the edge.
Just run off.
Fucking river.
Oh yeah, you can just run down.
Just run down the wall.
I
Fuck
can
this.
do the same. I've got
They
spider.
can't
yeah.
fall that far.
No, not that far.
No, but she
Is
can
there a
run
limit to
down.
feather falling then?
Yeah, it's like so many times my monk level.
Oh, right, shit.
I feather fall the last 10 feet.
Yeah.
I was going really fast, and then went terminal velocity. And when I got there, then I feather fell. It's a river. It's fine.
Right, let's go.
You make your way to Krezk.
Yes, and then eat the scroll of Hero's Feast.
But
it's an eat!
you wasted the whole thing.
Yes, cast, blah blah blah. So we all have that for 24 hours.
On your way to Krezk,
Oh,
What's the say? Yeah,
it was never going to be this simple, was it?
it's rather uneventful. But on the approach,
Wild Edgar.
you find standing in front of Krezk's large imposing gates
You look at that, Bill.
Again?
Oh,
Eli,
good.
what are you about?
there is no one on the guards, and no guards on the walls that you would expect.
This is bad.
You approach the large walls of Krezk. What do you do?
Open? Do they open?
We should approach with caution.
Are they barred? I'll climb up.
Where is everyone?
Alright, run up the wall.
Yes, amen.
Stealthily.
Stealthily, obviously. Should we have a stealth
Me,
check?
me and Quentin will wait at the gates. Let you two. Scout.
Spider walk up and over and
Because we know this isn't right because with all the people like
26 stuff.
You're fine.
So they were meant to be.
But I meant.
They were meant to be defending. This is Krezk.
Yeah, where we had the fight and those people. And what's his name? The pastor was there.
Are there any remains of the battle on the outskirts of Krezk?
Yeah, that sounds like a farm.
Nice.
There are there are discarded weapons. Human
It's raining now. Okay, it's weather.
weather is weird. Human bodies. Krezkites who fell. Valakites.
Alright, so it's still.
No one has buried the corpses.
Would you bury those if you're angry?
Well, fair. I might bury my own. Let's hide out these red crops. On campus.
So it's trying to let that better.
I can't reach that high that quick.
Do you want to bar the gate for your friends?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, can I sense as if there's anything living around? Any people? Is there any presence of people?
Make a perception check.
That would be 20, unnatural. Oh no, 21, sorry.
There are twitches of shutters of windows, as if in a couple of windows people are opening to look.
Oh, perhaps they just sort of hold up. Scared. Anna, what do you see?
Shut up, Eli.
That was a whisper on the,
Wait, what?
on the wind.
I approached the first house where I saw movement. and I messaged through to the person in there. Oh no, that's going to freak them out. Let's not do that. I thought better of that. Being sober's weird. I knock on the door and announce myself.
They'll know who we are.
It's Diana.
Save
I've returned.
Town.
What is wrong, Krezk?
It's gonna be a mimic. It's a mimic door.
The
And
door
the door
opens an inch.
Back off!
What do you mean, what is wrong? We've been attacked.
Where are the guards?
What guards are left?
There were guards when me and my companion set out some few days ago.
It's not been long.
Those which remain are at the Abbey.
What's going on at the Abbey?
Dear Lord.
The council called what forces remain back to the Abbey.
And they did not call the civilians.
The scribe weapon dropping is happening with
We
the
were told to wait here.
abbot's creature.
Probably. Thank you, Krezk. Bar your doors and windows. Pray to whatever god you may believe in.
Fair play. Right to the Abbey.
I mean, me and Quentin are still outside.
No, no, I'm alright for you.
He did unbar
Oh,
you.
fair, fair. I'll lay off.
Mate, I think your lady watcher, whatever, she's gone a bit...
Usurping your throne.
No, I could be jumping the gun, I don't know, I just don't like the old hag.
Yeah.
I don't think any of it matters anymore.
Ooh.
Quentin's
Alright,
right.
she's gone a bit metal.
She will be dealt with.
These are your people,
Quentin's like,
Lord of Bravia.
what's the point?
Surely these are the only things that matter.
Jesus, reading that book already chilled you there.
If these people survive, then
He's
some
so
small
intelligent
part of
now,
us
he's
is
just
work.
He's above everything.
Because of that.
Life, death,
You look beautiful on your wedding day.
I'm going to go now.
No, you're not. You can't walk.
She will be dealt with, and because she has not acted in the best interest of these people.
If I may,
Right now, politics is not the issue.
I shall run ahead. We shall not announce the plan to anyone.
Yeah, fine.
No.
And we should make sure no one comes
What's
into the
plan?
teleport room with us.
Deal.
To bake cookies and have an orgy.
Let's not say we have a plan.
What?
Don't use the word plan.
Yeah, just
I shall run ahead to the
What word shall we use instead of plan?
Eli.
No word.
Eli nuts.
No word.
Don't talk about the no word.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Right, to the Abbey.
You make your way to the Abbey.
There we go.
There are guards on the Abbey.
Yeah.
Who goes there?
We break their necks.
What have you... Whoa!
We're not time for this. We've got lives to say.
Why have you abandoned your post? The Lord of Barovia approaches.
We were ordered to stay here.
You were ordered to guard this town. Who told you to move to the Abbey?
The council.
Which member?
And with that, the door's open.
Cool, magic word.
Out steps a young boy.
Oh, Miller.
This is Millibard from Killing
It's not
Someone.
Millibard. You recognise three of you. This is
It's not Watchison, is it?
the Baronet of Krezk.
Oh, that prick.
Oh, is he killed his dad?
This
Oh, the little lad.
is
Yeah, the psychopath.
my village. Last time I checked.
Yes, and
Your
you came
council
tutelage.
are honoured guests
That's his paddy.
of
wine
Halaki.
drink.
Uh,
Breaks neck.
stab him in the throat.
Why have you abandoned the civilians, boy?
The council and myself came to an agreement that our forces are best concentrated around the most defensible position.
And you're telling me there's not room in the Abbey for the normal people of Krezk, your people.
We don't have time for this.
We've spoke
It
before.
would be too much disruption to force them from their homes outside an emergency. There must be a semblance of normality.
I'll pin him to the wall.
Well, we do have previous here.
Remember the last time, I'm messaging this. Remember the last time we spoke, boy? We'll summon the population inside this Abbey now, and I'll drop him to the floor and walk past him.
Nice.
I think it's time you saw the rest of the council.
Yeah, we didn't hear that. We walked past.
Yeah, I just walked past.
He's still getting brushing off the dust from his knees.
I don't like that kid.
No,
No.
he's a dick. You're right.
He's trying to kill his dad.
Wait, where is his dad?
That's the worry.
Yeah, he's in a hole in the ground.
His dad is dead.
And ask,
We should break some.
I think we can tell he's dead when the kid says he is the whatever of Krezk. He killed his dad.
the abbot and Lady Watcher approach. What is all this chaos at our door? Are you bringing disruption in?
At the
This
Lord
is
of
a place of
Barovia's
sanctuary.
That's the
door.
Lady Watcher.
No, this is the abbot.
Oh, it's
Quite.
just a weirdo.
We have been trying to restore some order here.
Do I know him? Have I met him before?
By neglecting the safety of the people.
No.
No, how did we know him?
Ignore
No,
this guy.
You know. You wouldn't.
Know of him, but not.
You hung out in Krezk. You would have known because of your time in Balaki.
Huh.
You know Lady Watcher standing by.
Yeah,
her
I know.
side
This is Crunk.
Accounts.
I remember Krezk.
Yeah. Oh, he waved goodbye to us.
Oh.
Lady Watcher speaks. Lord Quentin, nice of you to return to us. Where have you been these past few days?
Let's go. Just
Oh shit,
the
yeah.
hounds just go over and sit by her.
Or intimidation check.
Communicate that.
Well, the last time, did the count you threatened to eat it with them?
Oh,
Nah, that's fine.
14, 16.
Oh shit, he's moving. Everyone be quiet.
As my
It's rolling.
as our host the abbot said, this is a place of peace. We have nothing to fear from one another.
But
Let's-
as Lady Anna said, what about the people? What are you doing to protect them? That is your job.
It was your job, Quentin. Where have you been? Come now.
I'm so close to inflicting wounds.
Oh, I can spear her if you want.
Let's not argue. We have good news to share.
We're going to have to massacre them.
Okay, let's start. We've got to break the necks.
Come.
Shares it with you. We'll follow him in.
Good news.
Yes. In your absence, we've been working towards a solution to all of our problems.
Yes, I think I can guess your solution.
This is not.
And when is the wedding?
Lady Watcher and the abbot lead you towards the dining hall where.
I've eaten before.
Yes, well, silken. And the
I
abbot
know we'll
first
remember this
says,
table. She was
Yes.
laying on it at one point.
Yes, she was.
I didn't know
Happy
that.
times.
Well, I've done the tables, well done.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all had to go on it.
And then we were resurrected.
Resurrection.
They approach the door. Come, enter. We have guests.
What the fuck is that?
We have brokered a peace.
There's no peace in this land anymore. Let's see what they have to say.
I think we know what they're going to say.
We don't have time for this.
They enter.
To the teleportation?
Be on your guards. If we
Mm.
have to leave, we know where the teleportation place is.
I have some sword hilt in my
Yeah.
hand.
I'm holding the spear ready.
Just up my sleeve.
Yeah, I'm not even hiding the spear, it's just in my hand.
Is there any other entrances to the room?
Are you entering or not?
Yeah.
Is there a
This-
window?
I walk in and I announce.
Yeah, we're in.
Stand for Lord Quentin, Lord of Barovia, rightful ruler of this land.
Bad wine merchants are back.
There's only one lord in here.
God.
And Edgar
That's what you sound like.
stands up on the edge of the
Stab me in
table.
the face!
Do you really?
No, he's miles away, isn't he?
How far away is it?
Nice to see you, my friends.
Oh, so you admit we are
Posh,
friends?
posh, right.
You left us.
I look aghast at him.
I've been doing some thinking.
You're incapable of thinking, Edgar. Cut to the chase.
Well, I've come up with a solution.
Strahd has come up with a solution. I raised you from the age of 6. You do not think.
I'm doing this so much.
We can all walk out of here. Strahd is going to spare all the humans that remain in Krezk.
Nothing about elves.
This isn't Edgar. You won't refer to them as humans.
That is very true.
Peasants or something.
The underling.
He has no interest in what remains of Barovia. Well done for saving us, by the way. He just wants the same thing we do. He wants to get out. That's a bargain. We can make a deal over that. So, Lady Watcher has removed some obstructions in the council, and together...
I'm slowly walking towards him as he's talking, just walking on the side of the hall.
Okay. As you approach, there is a screeching of metal, and out of the darkness in the back, there moves a giant metal golem.
I mean,
Bidderwick, you've grown! My boy! My boy!
So what do you say we talk? The abbot here has kindly allowed us to sit down. He's vouched for everyone at this table not to harm one another. Isn't that good for a holy man? And I've come unarmed. This folk here is just he's making sure everyone stays on board, but he's not armed. Well, other than his massive metal arms.
I mean, that was quite a... You've come unarmed, Edgar.
Quite.
You realise
I
that
have
he's
a
about
man of my word.
I walk straight up to the giant suit of armour, just stand right looking at him, as close as I can get.
Edgar, where have you been?
Do you like it? Me and Strahd whipped it up after the designs I observed in the Amber Temple. We've had some time. We've been brainstorming. See, we saw your stone golem, and we thought, what's better than stone? Iron.
It's not stone, prick, it's amber.
Oh, yes.
Well, say what you want, but Enna 2 here.
Sorry, what?
I was thinking of names like Blacky Monkey 2, Barry 7. No, that's the best one ever.
Enna 2 here is the best companion I could have ever asked for.
I doubt that has the dexterity to wipe your arse, you snot-nosed brat. What is this peace Strahd speaks of, except a lie?
You know what? Enna 2 never talks back to me. Isn't that right, Enna 2? And from within this giant, this is like 10 foot, like it's...
Quick game. It's the mountain.
It's not as tall, pretty much.
Golem ball.
Except the armour is fully sealed, and it's a little bit shorter but wider and stockier than Quentin's. And from within, you hear, "I am in constant pain." There goes my eyes. It's like, yes. See, even sounds like Enna.
This is just racism.
Oh my god!
I'm so happy right now.
Is that a person?
Um,
And you think that's okay?
Who is it, Edgar? Who was it?
Well, I must say, Strahd was responsible for the majority of
Who
the
was
engineering,
it?
but I did the armour detail.
And who is it?
And you can see, like, Enna 2 is
Really poor. Is it spelled right?
Chiseled in.
Yeah.
One N.
I named it.
You spelled it with a P.
Silent B?
It's Elvish.
And who is
No,
Jim?
it's not.
It doesn't matter. We're getting beside the point. I have the bargain of the century. No one could have made a better deal than I.
Edgar, look what you've done to this poor man.
For one of those amulets, we get freedom.
Wait.
Everyone in Barovia lives. We walk out. Everyone wins.
Except the rest of the world.
So what?
So
Honestly,
okay.
why have we put it upon ourselves to kill Strahd? Why have we been trying to save everyone, and in the process, fucking everyone in the world in Barovia has died?
Not everyone.
Save what we can, get out, let the Lord's Alliance take care of Strahd. That's what we pay our taxes for.
You don't pay your taxes, I bet your accountant!
The point is,
Oh, your stepfather.
I want to live. And guess what? Strahd wants it as well. We want the same thing. So, let's get on board here, because if we don't, we're all just going to die. I've spent 6 fucking months with this man. I understand him. And before I even got to Barovia, I understood men like him. He's a monster. But he wants things. I have known businessmen like that my entire life. I grew up surrounded by them. You give them what they want and they acquiesce. You don't trust them, but they're capable of making deals. They are not dragons. They are not illithids. They are not beholders. They're just men. They're weak.
This is not the time to be acting out your daddy issues.
I do not have daddy issues.
Does he? I mean, I think we all know that you do.
Listen.
And you trust us now. The last time we met, you were not so trusting.
Well,
Why do you trust us now?
I've had time to develop as an individual. And
Does he seem scared?
roll an insight check.
Probably not.
Edgar,
9.
can I just ask?
Not at all.
Edgar, can I ask a simple question? So everyone in Barovia lives,
Correct.
and they are free to go wherever they wish.
Absolutely.
Strahd, however, at this time is turning the rest of the world into a larger version of Barovia. Now this is where it gets complicated. Where do the people inside Barovia currently go when the rest of the world is turned to shit?
Anywhere they want.
That's going to be like Barovia. So you will be no better off.
We
Edgar.
are not talking about decades and centuries down the line. We are talking about surviving a year, a month.
I mean, I would
Because
like
these
to-
Krezkites don't have that. I persuaded Lord Strahd to stop the armies at the foot of this mountain after
Can I do a
his...
deception check? That does not sound like
Go
Edgar.
on.
Yeah, it sounds very intelligent.
Insight, is it?
I don't know as well as you guys. It's not really something that
Why did you leave me, Edgar?
You did. 11.
What question?
11.
Yeah.
Edgar believes he convinced Strahd to stop.
Edgar?
Fucking idiot.
I was in the Amber Temple with you. That's a great point, Anna. I was in the Amber Temple with you. You see that big stone man? A quarter of that is mine. That's leg, that's mine.
So,
You see that staff? You see
how,
that staff?
How close is he pointing to me, by the way? How close is his hand to me?
Edgar?
He's across the table. You see the staff? The quarter of that's mine. Those amulets, the half of one of them is mine. I got nothing from the Amber Temple. You owe me.
You
That
touched
is-
the tomb. You could have had everything, and you left me. Why did you leave me, Edgar?
You owe me this much.
You want gold? You feel like you
No,
missed out?
I don't want gold. I don't want anything except one of those amulets.
I throw my obsidian scepter at him.
Improvised weapon!
2,500 gold pieces!
Roll. Are you aiming to hit?
Nah, just go along the table right up to him. Just like shh. And slide
You're
right.
disrespectful.
Yeah, disrespectful.
Edgar.
It then explodes.
Dwarf, you clearly don't know me.
You clearly this is enough.
I don't call him dwarf.
Racist.
I value nothing in this world more than my own life. And that is what you all owe me.
You dragged him.
I gave you everything, Edgar. I offered you everything, and you walked away.
Wrong.
He's right.
Wrong.
You ran away.
I backhanded Edgar.
I owe you.
Don't push at me when you do that.
How close were you?
She's fast.
I owe you nothing. You had one job in my entire life, and that was to
Keep
keep
us alive.
me alive, and you failed. You failed
Whoa.
because you were too slow, or you were too old, or you were too drunk.
Are you not alive,
The-
Edgar?
Yes.
There we
and,
go.
Everything I am right now, I am because of you.
Wait, what?
He knows he's corrupt.
I
am your responsibility. So give me a chance to fix it. Because I don't exactly trust your judgment anymore. I don't trust your judgment. I don't trust your judgment.
Oh, there we go. He's still fucked.
Give me the fucking amulet. I can't make this any more simple. We all live if I get that amulet.
That's time to go. Do the rest of you believe this?
I'm going to walk over to
Abbott, are you buying this? Abbott?
Any chance that peace should be pursued at all costs?
You do not make peace with a monster.
The sanctity of a life cannot be overestimated.
What
If we
life?
can protect a single life from wanton destruction...
So here are your scales. One life, the rest of the world. Your logic is flawed, Abbott. Lady Watcher, you self-serving old cow. This is what you want?
It's arrogance to think that you can defeat Strahd by itself. We have given in to your arrogance for so long, and we have suffered for it. What is there left to save? Vallaki? No? Krezk?
The world.
Oh. So when Strahd kills everything in Barovia except you 4 people, you'll still be happy
You think
that
I'm
you
happy
did the
now?
right thing?
I've not been happy for 100 years. I've known pain and suffering since before you were born, you stupid girl. Sit down.
Yes, ladies, gentlemen, I think things are getting a bit heated. It's perfectly understandable when there is a lot of investment.
I often do get angry at idiots, yes, Abbott. Will you stand in our way? Or will you do the right thing?
There is a chance for peace, and I think we should give it consideration. You're dismissing it out of hand.
Who else is in the room? Is it just the Abbott,
It's
Lady Watcher?
Abbott, Lady Watcher, you, Edgar, and Giant Metal.
And 2 big
And a two.
golems.
And a 2.
And a
So
two.
go.
And how long will you give us to think this through? This is a huge ask. How much time do we have? We have overnight.
But you're not asking, are you?
I was trying to be polite about this.
That's a pigeon. Good idea. I'll say it.
The amulet belongs to me.
I believe that's a stretch. I'll get up and take my staff back. My sceptre, sorry. So if you don't want it, I can keep it. But I've stood right next to it now.
So your answer is no then?
What am I thinking right now?
I believe I asked for time to think. How much time are you willing to give us?
How much do you need?
A day?
2 days.
2 days?
2.5
This
days.
is nonsense. You think I'm a fool?
We know.
Edgar, I once saw it take you 12 hours to decide what you wanted for breakfast. I don't think 2 days to think about the fate of the world is excessive.
But delaying, I know how to negotiate.
This is your first negotiation.
Please.
And that was kind.
And what if we refuse, Edgar? What will you do then, you great and merciful saviour?
Well, it was a chance at peace. If you refuse peace, I guess that's war, isn't it?
You were going to kill us. Your friends.
That would be...
Your lifelong care.
I am trying to prevent Strahd killing Saul. You will.
Out of you, Edgar, but this cannot stand.
No, I agree. We cannot allow it.
So if I look at you guys and give you the nod of, are we on the offensive? What look do you give me back? Seeing as we've got to actually ask. I'll just look at him like,
I think we're all in agreement that
I get you, but
we cannot.
I manacle him.
We cannot accept this. We cannot accept this deal.
I attempt to restrain him with manacles.
Really?
There's no way you can move that fast.
I'm stood next to him here.
No, you're opposite the table, aren't you?
No, I said I walked right up to him to grab my sceptre and stayed right next to him.
I don't think so.
lose your hands.
Oh, no, don't hurt him.
Are we doing this now?
Lady Watcher.
Are we doing this?
Fucking hell.
Kill the Watcher. Is this happening?
Right. I think it is. Everyone roll
Wait,
Guys.
someone, yeah.
Hang on, wait.
Well, someone's got to say something if they're going to do something. I don't know Edgar that well.
Valencourt just
Valencourt's
made a
done it.
quick movement.
Yeah,
Everyone
that's what
roll
he's doing.
initiative.
Oh, not 20.
This is normally Emma's. No, it's normally a Yarpin thing. This is a Yarpin
Don't
thing.
say it's a Yarpin thing. Now I know it's a bad idea.
Oh god. Natural 20.
Oh, what?
So
Three.
Man, I wasn't
We've got-
expecting
we've got
combat.
that.
Well, I kind of was.
18.
Not bad.
I wish I'd used a dog.
Oh my god,
Plus Dex, isn't
so
it?
many fucking things. Right. Okay. Right. What was yours?
Natural 20.
What's your dex?
Plus 3.
23 Valencourt. Quinton.
20 plus 1. 21.
Same for me. 21.
8.
Yeah,
Thanks for the gift, Adam.
You're very
You're very emotional.
Yeah, you're
I'm very upset. I'm very upset right now.
God damn, I didn't get his mini painted.
What, Edgar?
Yeah.
You won't need it. We can beat after this.
It's so cool.
Does he look evil now?
Where the
Yeah.
fuck's my dex? Oh, there it is.
I've got a beard now. It's grown in.
I'm gonna need my monster manual.
Do you want the mini, Alex, or not?
Yes.
So let's go with that for now.
Okay.
Here's the table.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
I like that. There you go. We can borrow Andrew.
Of course.
Table.
I've actually got a gosm. Oh,
There's me. On the table. Looking cross.
Oh, okay, so I'll be next to. Are you getting them out?
yeah, I don't want to metagame, but remember what Edgar's damage output is like. So just be careful. Where was he? Where is he?
He came
Oh, he's at the
along.
head of the table.
He's on arms, mate.
He's an arm.
I'm not going to snap his arms off, am I?
Okay.
He needs a golem, he hasn't got his own
I was
golem.
not prepared. ABC.
You got to do the. Yeah, I've got a box for
No.
hands.
There's the golem.
That can
She
be
could
that
be
can
Lady
be, that can be Edgar's golem.
No, that's.
Huh?
Oh, that
Eli.
isn't Eli, sorry.
That's Eli.
Where were you, Eli?
I was by the door, I think. Staying by the exit, yo.
Then we need a lady
I'm in a
watcher.
room full of people I don't really know.
That looks like lady
I can't
watcher.
remember how to play it.
Right.
Guns,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
slow.
he would.
Alright.
Oh my god, do you remember
Who's that going to be?
Abbott?
Lady Watcher.
Lady Watcher.
Hang on, wait. Yeah, the Abbott's there, isn't he?
Yep.
Okay.
He's nasty.
Well, we're not. We're only trying to restrain.
Yeah, you're only restraining. That may escalate, may not.
Ooh.
Could we have talked about this? Have we done the wrong thing?
I think this is a bad idea.
Could you kill the amulet?
Save point.
So, yeah, control us.
Control us.
There was definitely a quick save when we came into the room, right?
Yeah.
More of a bad idea because I didn't actually get round to preparing my spells.
But you would have done.
Yeah,
So you can take this time to do that now. if you want.
Right.
But
Valencourt, make a
Strength?
strength check
With advantage?
with advantage. Why advantage?
Using manacles.
No, just strength check, flat save thing.
Okay, so.
Stats. He's got +5 dex, hasn't he?
Do you want his question?
Yeah, he did.
No, it was only +4.
That's right, mate.
Yeah.
I'm the dexiest. So this is what the table looks
Straight
like.
up strength 24. 19 with a +5.
Okay. Yeah.
He's manacled.
I don't know what level
Hands
he's
very
He's
tight.
restrained.
He's level 9.
Hands very tightly.
I would say you've restrained him.
It ends now.
Right.
That's only level
this
9.
Is very nice.
I do
Oh,
say
yeah.
we do not mean
Oh.
violence.
Let me
Um.
just check.
Edgar.
I might have a up-to-date one on here.
But then I won't have mine.
Anna, what are you doing?
Mine's level 10.
I'm going to try and persuade Edgar to stand down.
His dex is +5, or it was at level 10.
You cannot threaten us with war.
Make a persuasion check.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make an impassioned speech about saving the world. It's not that impassioned, but it is a 10.
Okay. Hmm.
Ladies, gentlemen, we cannot do this.
Let me
We cannot
live.
sacrifice the whole world for the fate of Barovia. The world and Barovia are the same. If we save here, we save everywhere, etc., etc.
It is impassioned. We'll see if it has an effect. Quentin.
It's me.
Lady Watch is much of a threat. She's just a woman.
Don't shake it.
No.
I don't mean. I mean like she's just a human.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Not a gender. It's nothing to do with it.
I mean, she's surrounded
Are
by
you doing
lots of
anything?
Yeah.
if anybody makes a move to attack,
Yeah, ready attack.
Mhm.
I was
I'm
going to do that.
gonna ready a guiding bolt.
Okay.
Is it a free action or bonus action to command your house?
Eli.
Going free
I'm going to draw my Holy Avenger. Move sort of towards the room. And actually, I might just attack the golem. What have I witnessed? Just go over. He's tried to grapple Edgar.
I'm
He has
restraining.
successfully at this point grappled Edgar.
Has the golem? Have I witnessed the golem do anything?
The golem is moving towards Valenquire.
Right.
The Lady Watch is standing
Exactly.
there doing nothing. Anna said, "Stop! No!" Quentin has begun chanting and is holding back the crackling divine energy.
Right. In that case.
Valenquire and Edgar are struggling.
I mean, I'm not struggling.
No, you're not.
I'm going to cast command on the golem and say halt.
Interesting. Can you read the spell for me?
If you speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. Spell has no effect if the target is undead.
Die.
Okay.
Class roll, I think.
No, it's against your DC.
Yeah.
Anna 2 does not stop moving.
Okay. That was my action then. First I'm doing an action.
Change the music up.
I'm just going to... I don't know. Learning how to play.
Sure, why not?
What did you do? Walking away? Yeah.
Quickly, Eli.
I'm trying. Can I ready... well, that was my action, wasn't it? So... I'll probably just leave it then.
Right, okay.
They won't go and actually kill the people of Krezk.
Golem makes.
I don't want to
Goes to
start
grapple
a proper attack.
Valenquire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Make acrobatics or athletics.
Luck point. Much better.
What'd you get?
So, which acrobatics or athletics?
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't put more wrong with that.
No.
25.
Naughty.
26.
Ooh.
So, you are now restrained by the golem. Makes it last on the initiative Edgar's turn.
Oh my god.
He reaches with difficulty under the table,
Pulls out properly.
pulls out a hand crossbow,
Aye.
silver bolt, points it at you. Don't make me do this, dwarf.
going to be
So,
like pointing down here?
The room is now really tense.
Now's not the time for this.
Would that trigger your guiding bolt, Clinton?
No, he's not. Nobody's been attacked, have they?
No, not yet.
No.
Threat
he's-
of.
Everyone is.
Threat of, but it's
everyone
fucking
is
Mexican
hold-
standoff right now.
It is a bit. The abbot. Top of the initiative this round goes.
Right, yeah. Who's the abbot? We've got a better mini than that, surely.
Lady Watch is the
Not much, not really.
hairy corpse.
No, we haven't got anything better.
In a flash of bright light shines up the entire room, and where the abbot was standing, there is an angelic form, outstretched wings, eyes glowing white with light. He has a golden mace on his hand, and with a commanding voice, he says, "Stop this madness! I made an oath to everyone here. No one would suffer harm at each other's hands, and I intend to keep it.
The fuck is he?
That's fucked up.
And hand one another." Followed by your turn.
Yeah, well, I can't unhand, I am held. Just stop.
I'd like
So
to.
you release your grip on Echo.
Yeah.
Are we actually going to defuse a violent situation? Is this
Apparently.
the first, is this the
That's what
first
we're
time
working on.
ever we're going to do it?
Eli, you gonna do anything?
No, I'm going to just ready in action in case anyone kicks off.
Quentin?
I just crushed the spell in my hand.
Very cool, very cool. Anna?
Just shake my head on the table.
Anna 2 looks towards Edgar. Edgar nods. Edgar puts his hand crossbow behind his back. Well, I suppose this went about as best as I was expecting. There is another flash of light. The abbot is now this plain robed form of sexual youth.
It's like Galadriel.
That's fucking cool.
It's like an Asimar or an angel.
Yeah, would we have any
Yeah,
idea?
well, yeah.
Someone make a religion check.
We're on the religious one.
Not
I'm gonna make
I got 19.
19?
17 plus 2.
Did you?
I've got 8.
You can see.
19 as well.
It's an angel. Diva.
Whoa.
A celestial being sent by the gods.
What's it doing here?
Why the fuck's it siding with Strahd?
Maybe,
Is it-
ambivalent,
is it
maybe.
ambivalent?
Might not be.
Okay. So, yeah, crush the spell. Everyone's let go.
Yeah. I sheathe my sword. Sorry, Holy Avenger.
Thank you, everyone. I think
We do not have time for
there is nothing we can achieve here, short of more violence.
Will you give us more time to think over the offer?
It is the abbot speaking.
Perhaps.
I think it is best we go our separate ways.
I will tell your mother that you died bravely, Edgar, when I see
It's
her
not me,
again.
it's him
I know,
now.
but it's just so natural. It would be a nice lie to keep her warm at night.
Well, I do the same for anyone who cares about you, but I can't think of any.
Well, to be fair, you are always her least favourite son.
Come along, Anna, too.
I'm an only child.
They walk towards the door, and Quentin, the heads of the two golems almost remain motionless.
Yeah, yeah.
But you feel like you can just see a stare down as they walk past.
Oh yes, come on, Gollum Bowl. It's gonna happen.
They leave.
Oh, so cool.
Just the two of them leave, yeah?
Edgar and
And the golem.
You go.
So we're left with Lady Watcher.
Did the golem carry Edgar like Edna used to?
Yeah,
Right?
No.
Oh, he walked like a proper person.
Let's go walk.
Lady
Well-
Watcher.
Lady Watcher is speaking, actually. Well, I hope you're as good as you think you are.
Where's the priest?
Who?
Not David. No.
Oh, Father
Lucian.
He got called away on business.
Well, that's
Is she lying?
that is
Yes,
the
that
most.
is the most obvious
lying.
part. I don't need to roll for that.
Yeah.
She's
I
lying.
rolled like a 20.
I,
Yeah.
No, you would have clocked it. I wouldn't have.
She's lying.
Where is he, woman? Girl.
As I said, there were important matters that he and David had to attend to. The relief of the tower.
This Davian.
Sorry. No, Lucian. No, hang on.
Father Lucian, yeah.
He and Davian, you said.
Who's Davian's son?
What? Owen.
Owen. Owen,
Yeah,
the
mate.
third member of the council. Him. Yep. Right. So, you go get strong.
Don't sit.
Make an intimidation check.
Keep the chair.
It's 18.
18.
No, actually, no, it's a 20. Sorry.
She stops mid squat.
Is it going to be quick or
Fine.
very slow?
Now,
Pardon?
find them.
I don't know where they are.
I suggest you go and walk and find them then.
Hurry on. The hound will escort you to the gate.
She looks.
You would disobey an order from the Lord.
She looks at the abbot, who is he seems just staring into space.
Do I cast Zone of Truth on her?
And she walks out.
There she goes.
But do you know where they are?
As if he was a million miles away.
The
I
priest.
was informed that they had business elsewhere to attend to.
It's a shame. They were good people.
I take.
It would have been a good ally.
I'm a little concerned with the trivial affairs of mortal. The games we play.
It all becomes clear.
Will Davian know how? Will he be able to contact his son? I imagine he's somewhat worried.
Davian?
He used to have some route of communication.
Bat signal?
Yeah.
I have lost all my contacts within the Order of the Feather. I fear we are on our own.
Shame. I hope he is safe.
We best away then.
What we need to do? Are we doing the scroll of heroes feast and then going?
Not in front of the abbot.
I want to
No,
know something.
yeah.
You will require bed and lodging, abbot, if that please you.
Pardon? Sorry.
We'll take a room. Thank you very
we
much.
use the old rooms.
Okay. You go to. I mean, there's a dining table here.
We don't want him to know what we're doing.
Okay. He gave you the fucking scroll.
Really?
No, we found it in a bottle of them.
Yes, you stole it.
Yeah, he doesn't know about it.
Yeah. Okay. Good point.
I mean, he probably does, because
He's
He's a fucking angel.
Yeah.
You retire to your old rooms. The barracks where long ago you saved Millibod and invited him into.
Well, no absolution.
Invited him to sleep with you. Poor phrasing.
But accurate for Quentin.
It was where you lost Irina. Where some of you last saw her. Quentin. This is where you run into Esmeralda again. This was where civilians hid during the Battle of Krezk. And this is where you eat perhaps your final meal. It's your final meal before confronting Strahd.
But a mighty meal it shall be.
And it may just be the final meal you ever eat. You have hope, no knowledge
courage that tomorrow will secure victory. For some of you, the words of Lady Watcher and Edgar stick in as you have your meal. What if you are wrong? What if you've gambled everyone's lives for nothing? But as you consume the feast with old friends and new, confidence fills your belly. Your livers grow strong with courage. Nothing can scare you. You have been in Barovia so long that you are not afraid of monsters in the night. Monsters in the night are afraid of you.
Goddamn right.
And you feast. And that's where we'll end the session.
Yeah.
What about
So you get add 2d10 to your maximum hit points, which lasts for 24 hours. You are now immune from poison and being frightened. All wisdom saving throws are made with advantage.
Wisdom saving throws.
Yeah.
So
I'm already immune
Yeah.
to all that shit.
Are we doing that now?
You can do it now, you can do it at the start of the next session.
It sounded like we were just about to rest.
No, we're just about to eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eating takes an hour.
Yeah.
Eating,
Sorry, I was confused as to what.
and then you're teleporting.
Yeah.
That's the plan I got.
Correct. Eat, teleport, kill.
Just so I know what it
It takes 24 hours to teleport there.
What?
No, I'm just thinking, is it, do we not want to pursue the Lucian thing?
Yeah, I'm worried about that.
But,
No, that's his cat. Do I know?
What
Do I know it
Well,
follows
these
shit?
conversations, we'll have these conversations. And then we'll put a
Yes.
stop on.
Not that
Everybody's
well,
gonna have their time
or
with the
be
synchronized.
concerned.
You spent 6 months in Balaki.
Yes, I do know.
You do know. But
Pressing matters.
Session
Bigger
goes.
fish
The-
to fry, maybe.
the thing is, you all said when you step out of the circle, you're committing to the plan that you're not going to speak about or amend.
Yeah. So we
So-
can't really.
It's done now. That's
Yeah.
it.
The
We'll mark it after.
no word is it going ahead.
Hey!
Yeah.
We'll mark it after. We'll be fine.
Ooh,
At least.
that felt genuinely productive.
We actually.
With a little bit of tension and roleplay at the end of
It's
that.
Lots of
amazing.
priests,
I
lots of
love it.
priests. That's probably the fairly less priests. If we kill Strahd, we kill all the thralls as well. Are they just like.
I assume you do.
I enjoyed that.
Amazing.
Yes.
No, my dice.
I think that was Gregorian defense.
I think so. Slightly
I
unknown.
loved it. That was. That Edgar